Okay, I'll put a marker in here for myself. Gang, we have a theme to play today. So if you're out there watching this later at home, check out this cool intro theme we got. I just created this last week. It may change. This is just a rough stab at it. Let's see how it goes. We'll mute that and press the intro. Under the Mothman's embrace. Yes, and it did it all automated for me too. So that worked out well. It just popped me right into the scene here. I like that, Sky. I think that one worked out well. Let's do a little bit of a catch up here. We're going to take a look around the map in a minute too. So, okay, what do we got for Twitch folks and those viewing this at home? We can see this is, and I hope everyone in my group can already see the tactical map. It's loaded in Alchemy on my side, so hopefully it works for you. But on the Twitch stream, just to throw it out to people, you can see we got Jim, Raven, we got the Wendigo, we got Sam, and I am missing an icon for Hell's Bells. For some reason, that thing got weird, and I have to recreate her character later, and so that will be another thing. I did want to point out, though, I did a little stabbing around in the dungeon draft program, and you guys have a bit of a grotto on the screen. This is sort of my visual representation of what sort of area Mac Raven, her character, had gotten into in our last session. There's some areas here in this cave that are not explored, but I guess I did want to call out that there is a pathway that you can see that goes into the grotto, and that is sort of the path that Raven had taken through the dirt and the debris, and then Sam went through that later as well, and I think Jim followed in that finally at the end. Once you get past that, there is the pathway over, and this is kind of where we're fighting now. You can see this and imagine that this chute goes out right where you guys were last time. Like, that's where the radiation tunnel sort of leads. So this looks to be a bit of a feeding spot for the Wendigo. If people's characters were in a different location than they are right now, it is okay to move them. I approximated from memory exclusively, so if you think your character should be somewhere else, I remember, Sam, you had gone to Hell's Bells to try and stabilize her. Jim, yes. I think you would come in last, and so that's why I put you sort of up that way. And Raven, I don't know how close you were to the Wendigo. I think you were still in fighting range with it. Jim, you might even be further back. You might be closer, like where I just plopped you now, I think, maybe, come to think of it. If you don't like that, though, that's fine, too. I'd consider Jim right at this second probably at medium range, whereas where he was earlier might be like close range. So whatever weapon you want to use in that regard.
Oh, FYI.
Yeah.
Actually, I might not need to. Never mind. I'm good now.
Okie dokie. Alchemy glitches.
Yeah, it's all good though.
Alchemy, come on, we like you, but you got some glitches you need to sort out. Yeah, if people are having trouble seeing the map, maybe refresh it on that side for the time being, at least. And if that doesn't work, I can do it on my side again. We will pick up with some battle music in just a second here, because I don't know how much there is to reset up. I'll say to the folks at home, we have episode 0 and episode 1 of this series up on YouTube, and it's up on all of your favorite podcast players from Spotify to Apple and beyond, Pocket Casts, etc. There is going to be probably a newer release schedule this week. I think people are going to get content on maybe Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays from us. Maybe. Maybe I'll scooch to do audio releases on Mondays. I was sort of bullshitting on this on Friday in the Overseer's log, which is a shout out to check that out. It's all in the one podcast feed. So what we do here on Sunday nights, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, we do our pre-show. 8 p.m. we kick off the actual play. We're a little bit late for me talking. And this then will get archived throughout the week. It will get released and syndicated. So this video format should be on YouTube on Wednesdays. But I want to release the audio episode a little bit different because I think I'm hurting the algorithm on YouTube. It's getting a video copy and a podcast audio copy on the same day on YouTube. And I think that's probably weird. So what I'm going to do is probably a video episode on Wednesday, maybe audio episode on Monday, Tuesday? I don't know. That's going to float. We're going to see how I do with that. And then Friday should stay as the bonus episode, the Overseer's Log. And I'd love to have some of the crew come on here to do some character deep dives. In the last episode, I did just talk about what sort of software I was using for this, how we kind of lightly integrate some AI into it to sort of help search through notes. And yeah, you go listen to that. Pretty cool episode. Hopefully people will enjoy that. Wow, great job, Overseer Kyle, says Knack. Well, thank you. You like the map there. Maybe that's what a compliment is. I hope you like that. I hope you like it. Very easy to make this map thanks to Dungeon Draft. I had a good time. Let's kick off this Fallout gameplay music, and we can dive into it. Don't have a button for this, actually. I do. Straight to the battle music. Let's go. Oh, I need to zoom out my camera, too, on this at one point. I'm a little zoomed in, folks, and it's accidental. It was accidental, but we're rolling with it. Okay. Pulling us actually into the combat encounter. I have no idea whose turn it was. Sam, I think you had just stabilized Hell's Bells when we had left. So
yes.
Would it make sense to you that we start after your turn then? That would probably be your like major action and such. Oh, I put Alfred on the map twice, sorry.
Yes. By the time we finish, I was finished with my turn.
Wonderful. Even if Raven and DK are getting a double up, doesn't matter, folks. I'm going to pass it to Mac here. You can go ahead and do what you want to do here. So, Raven, you're going to go up first here, and then DK, you're going to be on deck with Jim, and then we'll go around. I just remind that this guy's got some real tough hide to penetrate through, so good luck, folks. What do you got for us, Raven? What you have? Oops, I want to remove fog with E. There we go. Does this update in real time, by the way, if I fog this? Oh, it does. Wow. Okay.
Yes.
I was surprised that it went through for the overlay on Twitch. I don't know why. I thought that would... Sometimes it's disconnected, so... Raven's doing her thing. She's typing up some ideas.
And just as a reminder, I see how some of our weapons aren't really, doing its job, and I'm still hoping that the mysterious stranger will come along in this dark and dreary grotto, somehow find his way through to help us.
I'm glad you did remind me. I've remembered about him and forgotten about him in multiple ways throughout the week. One of them was just that I wanted to put him back on my little stream deck for his button, and I didn't do it. I could do it now, though.
Seeing my 10mm is not working, I pull out my sledgehammer like a real commie and crack him on the head.
Oh, okay. So minor action to swap weapons then, I'm thinking. And then you're going in for an attack. So that is difficulty 1 to hit him, Raven. Go for it. Oh, you know what? I sort of lied. I sort of have the sound effect already loaded. I just need to put it onto a stream deck button for me. Let's see, Raven, if you roll, I might miss it for just a moment here. Let me grab this sound effect for... He's gonna look like a dog today. Okay. Take one of these buttons. And, oh, no, actually, it's a Protectron today. Sorry.
Rolled the wrong die.
Go ahead and re-roll it. Get you what you need to roll. I'm glad you reminded me about the mysterious stranger, though. Do you want to roll that as your correct skill, Raven? Yeah, it did not. That one's not. It's not at least telling. You have to tell me what your target number is on those. Then I'm guessing a 3 is a success, but I don't know. You'll have to correct that, or just correct me on that. I don't know that the 15, the other one, are per se. Woo! 2 successes. Excellent. You can add 1 action point back to the pool, then, Raven. And you go ahead and connect with that. So go ahead and roll that damage for your hammer. That other attack. Well, actually, wait. Do we even need a reroll for the hammer? You just did it up above. Is that the correct amount? You can run with that if you want. I'm fine with that. In the sense that you just needed to roll. You rolled them out of order, but it's the same sort of... yeah. I'll let you use that other one, but the trade-off...
That's what I did to the wall.
The hammer damage up above? Well, you can reroll if you want. Go ahead. Whatever you want to do for your hammer. But then also roll us a hit die as well, so we know where you hit him, Raven. Where are you smacking him? What's going on, chat? I might fix my camera a little bit.
Holy moly.
She doing massive damage.
I don't understand the dice compared to the number.
Let's see in 1 second here. I don't understand the dice and compared to the number. Ooh, only 3 damage on that one and an attack to the head. He's going to negate all of that. Yeah, I guess that was the question. I mean, pardon me for not rolling so definitively as a GM, but the previous number looked okay, but she said that was towards the wall, so I don't know what that meant, but if you're okay, keep whichever one you want to take. Just let me know, Raven. You decide. You either take the previous one that did the attack of 7 or the 18. The numbers. Is that what you're asking about, Sky? Why is the 7 versus 18? Because those D6s have those bizarre calculations to them. That is a pure numbers roll. Like, that would be if we weren't playing with combat dice, but traditional dice. I don't think it would be useful in any way, shape, or form. But it's just to say that, like, the effect icon and the 2, yeah, those zeros that rolled might actually be like 5s or 6s or something. Actually, it might be
I will take the 7.
Okay, then go ahead. You got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. So he is going to negate 5 of that, and that will do 3 damage to his head. Bonk right over the head, Raven. You literally bonked him right on the head. Okay, he's going to take his 3 health points of damage there. Where's his little tracker? Lewis, it is not time. Go lay down, find yourself a spot, or go up to bed. You cute little handsome doggo. We love you, but take a seat. He just got all his stuff. Okay, so -3. Boop, boop.
Take that, monster.
Got him. Got his health here. Okay, who's up now? Raven, you got anything else left? I don't think so. You swapped. Unless you're spending points, we're off to Jim.
Okay.
Jim, what's your strategy here?
My strategy is my always trusty pipe bolt action.
Okay.
I'm gonna take my shot. Well, actually, no. I'm gonna aim first.
Let's do it. Okay, that's a good one. Aim it up. That's your minor action.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, he's adjusted correctly. Okay. So Jim's character's a little bit up this way, everybody. Jimmy Jam, said Mac in chat.
Oh wait, hold on. Can we do that? Okay. There it is. Okay. Boom. Let's see.
Ooh, no successes on that one, but you did aim, so you get to reroll 1.
Let's do the 13.
Go for it. Click it. That should give you the option to reroll.
Yep.
4, that is a success. That's all you needed. Wonderful. Go ahead and fire away. Mr. Handy will be up after Jim. And then the Wendigo follows Mr. Handy. Raven, you better watch your everything. I say watch your face, but watch your everything.
Okay. All right.
You clonked him, Raven. You clonked him. How much health does she have, by the way? Ooh, that's a nice roll.
Oh my god, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He negates most of that. Does that have any damage modifier to it? Like any effect?
Let me double check. I should have checked before then.
Oh, you're fine.
It has piercing 1.
Oh, that's perfect. Okay, it went from doing no damage to doing 1 damage. So he's got that. I don't even know if you can call it thick hide, but he's a very resistant boy. So I'm going to take that 1 point away from him here.
Okay.
And if you want to do anything extra on your turn.
Not at all.
I do want to remind Raven that I didn't offer this to you last time because the dice confusion. I thought this would be too difficult to like factor in. But Raven, if you're going melee, there's a reminder that you can spend every 1 point of AP you spend on melee adds an extra combat dice to your roll. So, and that's up to 3. You could spend, this is different than the dice cost, just as a heads up. But that will be for your next round. Mr. Handy's going to fly up. I'm going to help you, Raven. You can't be eaten. I won't let you. And I think he was actually already sort of in range with him last time anyway. But he's going to go ahead and roll his buzzsaw attack. Let's see if he connects. Oh, this Mr. Handy model. 0 successes. He goes in, buzzsaw waving. The Wendigo reacts, dodges, and sort of steps out of the way of Mr. Handy's attack. He's going to go ahead and roll it over. The Wendigo's up, and Raven, is going after you because you hit him in the head. What'd you expect? So let's see. I'm playing the Wendigo. Oh, right. He's not on he doesn't automate. Okay, let's see. What attack are you going to do? Oh, we could stun with that? Burst? I don't even know what that does. Raven, he's kind of... Oh, you're in a weird spot. He's going to scream at you. Why not? Oh, I wonder if this will hurt the Mr. Handy. Okay, he's going to scream at you, which can do damage to the Mr. Handy as well if he's in close range. That's what the burst attack does. I always have to look at that. I'm so unfamiliar with it. And stun, if one or more effects are rolled, the target loses their normal actions the next turn. Oh no. Okay, he's rolling. He needs to get a target number of 15 or less on this. We get a 14 and 11, so he gets 2 successes. He's going to go ahead and scream at you, Raven. 6 combat dice. This will also hurt Mr. Handy if he rolls any successes. 3, 4, 6. Okay, 6 combat die coming up. 1 success. That one's cocked. Oh, he didn't do much damage, though. Okay, 5 damage total. And that does mean Raven's stunned for a turn, as a heads up. She is stunned. This is going to hit... I don't think the scream matters if I give it a location. Not really. 5 points of damage, though. That is a crit. Raven, do you... This landed on the torso, though, for what it's worth. I don't know if a scream... You know what? He doesn't get an action point. That range is medium, so that would have been 1 difficulty up. So he still succeeds. This is all coming through, but I just wanted to clarify that. He has a medium range attack. Good for me to know in the future, I guess. This is energy damage, Raven. Do you have any energy damage resistance on your head or torso? I'll ask both.
Ouch, my ears.
Yeah. Any energy damage resistance on your head or your torso? I'm giving you the choice just because it's a weird attack. The die rolled torso, but it makes more sense that this would hit your head. But maybe it's that much of like a blaring, blast of sound that it almost hits you like a wave of power, like a...
I would
Just
imagine it's
road
more like
leathers and a
concussive.
hood, I don't think so.
Got you. Let's check on that one. I did not hear Sam, the Sky. What'd you say?
Oh, I just imagine it would be more concussive.
Yeah. So for criticals, Raven, if you get hit in the head, momentarily dazed and lose your normal actions in your next turn, though you may spend AP for extra actions as normal. Further, you cannot see clearly. Oh gosh! Oh no! And further, you cannot see clearly. The difficulty of all tests which rely upon vision is going up by 2. Oh, Raven.
Oh.
Holy crap.
How many HP do I have?
You track that, not me. I don't keep tabs on that one. How much HP do you have? You lost 5 points, though. Sorry if that was the question. It is 5 points of damage that's coming through.
You said 5.
Yes. Yeah. He's got 5 points coming in. How many points of HP do you have?
I have 1 now.
Before you had one health point before. Oh no! Wait, really? Shit. Is that for reals? Wait. Oh no. Mr. Handy, by the way, also takes the same equal damage from this blast. He is also taking a 5 HP hit, unless, let me double check that he doesn't have any sort of damage resistance.
I have 1 horsepower now after I took the 5 off.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well then, let's have a chat about that. Raven's down to 1 HP, gang, and she's completely stunned for the next turn. She's technically like double stunned, which, I don't know what that means, but I think what would be fair to say is usually when she got that head concussion, that critical, she would still be able to spend AP to move that next turn. I think that's the only thing I'm going to take away from it being double. Instead of like, reading the whole rule book on this, I think we'll just say double stun. You're completely stun locked this next turn, Raven. Your friends can help you, but you and Mr. Handy are both stunned for a turn. Sam, this is going to come around to you. And you've got, I'm sorry she's not there with you visually, but you've got 1 recovering but hardly Hell's Bells. No weapon in hand, nothing to really assist directly in combat. Just as a heads up so you know. But we'll just say, Sam, that she's like right now, we'll put her on top of that like person with the Nuka-Cola jacket, the red jumper that's there. We'll say she's laying in that pile of bones. And that takes us to Sam's turn. Sorry.
Would it be difficult for you if I gave her a gun?
No, I don't think so. No, that's fine if you choose to. I don't know that she's awake enough to do it. We should probably roll something for her. She did, like, you recovered her last time, right? But, like, I don't know how. You stopped her from bleeding out. I don't know if she's in fighting shape. We can make a roll on that. We'll have her succeed a check. Hello, Matt. What were you going to say, Sam? Go ahead.
We'll see how this rolls out.
I'm just going to make her roll above a 10, and she gets a 2d20. So if she rolls an 11 or higher, she's going to be okay. I'm not giving her too hard of a difficulty here. Yeah, she got a 17 and a 12. She is now with that stim pack lucid enough. She can't probably do much because I don't have a character sheet for her. But I can certainly use whatever gun you give her. Not a problem.
I will give her my combat rifle. And what kind of action might that take?
Oh, to give her the gun? We'll just say it's a minor action for this. And you know what the other thing is? I'm going to just have you roll her damage if that's okay. Well, the difficulty check is not what I'm concerned about for this, if that makes sense. You'll just roll her damage if that's okay, because since you have it loaded to your character, I'm thinking.
Yes. We'll just have to take away 1 combat die.
Sure, that works. That works. So which one was it? You gave her the combat rifle.
Yes.
Okay. She'll just work as a companion for you then, and she'll just follow you whenever you do your turn.
Alrighty. So, with that, I will spend 1 AP.
Okay.
So I can move and
Sure.
get, and I start running over to Raven because I see that she's dazed and she's hanging on for dear life. And I am going to use my medicine on her and
good.
give her I think I have an additional stim pack. Give her one of the full stim packs.
Okay. So you're going to use your major action and stim pack heal her with your test. So you're rolling intelligence and medicine then. With a difficulty, Raven's got a difficulty of 1 with her head injury. So when you choose this one, I guess you could heal her and take away that head injury. And then the stim pack would just help with the rest of it, I think, is how that works. I always double check the rules on healing. I'm such a bad healer.
I kind of want to just heal her HP. I don't know if that would be more prudent to heal her HP if she's that low. I might just do that.
So the difficulty by the injuries, stabilize, healing equal to your medicine rating, treat 1 injury. Yeah, I mean, I think you can choose to do that. That's fine. That's fine. Go ahead and do that then. 4 from the stim pack, and assuming you're using did you say diluted or full? Pardon me.
A regular stim pack.
Great. So 4 from that and your medicine rating. And difficulty of 1 on your test.
Okay. 1 second. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to weigh the options real quick.
Oh, sure. By all means.
I might actually end up healing her injury just so that she can maybe run away if it succeeds after when her turn comes up.
Ooh, yeah. I think that's fair. She is double stunned is what I guess I'll say there as well. She has 2. 1 is not an injury. 1 is the direct effect of the Wendigo's sound. So she got kind of double whammied on that. Does it say
if that's
how
the
long
case, I'll
she's
just
down?
heal. I'll heal her so that she can take the bullet sponges from
Sure.
from him. Sorry for being indecisive.
No,
Just wanted
you're
to
fine.
Make sure we're getting to the wire here. We got to make some good decisions. All right, I'm rolling. Let's see.
1 success. That applies. You got it.
So that should heal 8.
Okay, Raven, 8 points back to you, but you are on the ground. Sam stabs you with the stim pack, and I guess what you would probably see in front of you, Sam, is with this Wendigo like towering over you. By the way, probably a little more distracted. It's second. I did the damage to it's Mr. Handy second, so he's probably a little more focused on that right now. But Raven, who probably has all these other cuts and bleeds from before, you see her physical body begin to heal, but she does not respond notably to that action. So she gets her HP, but she is still stuck.
Ouch.
Ouch, indeed. Sam, anything else you want to do before we scooch over to Jim?
I might take some AP to take a shot, if that's cool with you.
Oh, sure. May I before you do that, to factor it in, just to be completely, I guess, by the rule, you got rid of her other things, so now she can spend AP to take additional actions on this turn. So we're technically still on Sam, and then how many AP do you guys have? She might want to use 1 AP to run away or something, just as a heads up.
Oh, sweet! I didn't know that was possible. Well, then we'll save it.
Or she can buy it from me, whatever she wants to do.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll pass it on.
Okay, Raven. Yes, same thing I just said. 2 AP to do a major action, 1 AP to do a minor action. You are still stunned for this round, and so is Mr. Handy. Jim, you're on deck. You're almost up.
Okay. I'll aim and shoot again. I mean, what else can I do?
That's the spirit. Go for it.
All right.
We'll let Raven figure. You do your thing, Jim. You're fine to proceed ahead with this. We'll just wait for
Okay.
her, see what she's doing. I will wait. No successes on that. Did you aim, by the way?
I did, yes.
Okay, so you get to reroll one of those.
All right. I'll do the 16.
Nothing. Nothing. But you know what? It's about the time that Jim's shot kind of almost, he fires. You see the Wendigo not even react. But following after that, you see out of the corner of your eye a shot come from the mysterious stranger, a fellow who you all have run into a couple times before. Who is he? Don't know. But he gets to do an attack. He has an agility. Okay, 16 or less is what he's rolling. Let's do that first. And Jim, sorry, I don't mean to be like stealing this time from you either. Good. So if there's anything else you want to do, feel free to process that right now. He does 2 hits. Oh, and barely at that, by the way. He got so lucky. Small guns. Oh, actually, he would have rolled an additional one rather than 2d20. Never mind, he would be fine. 8 combat dice of piercing damage. 4 and 4. Come on, mysterious stranger. Woo-hoo, he rolled decently. He's got 2, 4, 6, 7 points of damage. 3 of them are effects. Oh, and he's got piercing. He's got piercing 1 and vicious. Okay, so let's see what's vicious do. I think vicious is just like something, an extra point of damage per every point. Yeah, it is. Okay. So mysterious stranger. So that's, let's write this somewhere. I'll be messaging as Mr. Handy. That's fine. 6 plus 4. So he's doing 10 points of damage. And then that would be minus 5, which would be 5. And then he cuts through 3. So that would be, I think he just did 8 points of damage. Yep. Is there any other things? 8 points of damage, vicious, physical. Okay. And he hits him in the left leg. That puts our Wendigo down quite a few points, and he's also now a bit stunned on his movement. So I will go ahead and read that out in just a minute for people, but let me take out his health points first. Why is his tracker doing that? Don't like go to his turn. Ugh, the GM side of alchemy is a little bit of a pain in the butt for trackers. Okay, minus 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and that hit him in the leg, so now he is falling prone, I believe. Yes, and he can't take the sprint action. Move is now a major action until he is healed. Until he's healed. So, anything else before we proceed over? Raven, did you choose if you wanted to move out of there? You were stunned, but if you choose to spend an action point, you're able to move still.
I will try limping away.
Okay, go for it. That will cost 1 AP from the pool, and you could move approximately. You could move to the furthest you can get is there, or kind of behind Jim somewhere. That's about a combat zone's worth. So you're either going south to where the red body is about, or up to where Jim is. Okay, Raven's going up. She's going up. Got you. Okay, that brings us to the end of Raven's turn and Mr. Handy. And if anyone else I skipped in any way, you let me know, because we're back to the Wendigo. Sam, the one who just took the Wendigo's prey ×2. What are you doing, man? He's going to go after you because you are Mr. Handy stunned. So he's definitely going after you now. Mr. Wendigo, you must roll a target number of 16 or less to deal some damage. Oh, he rolled a 20 and a 3. Okay, so he... 3's good. The 20 is a complication. What the hell's his complication right now? His leg is hurt, so he has an injury, and I feel like that makes some sense that should be tied into this. his complication, I might hold on that just a second in general and see what ends up happening. Ooh, you know what? Yeah, putting this out to our crew, always complications can sort of be banked on for any complication. And in this case, because not really sure exactly what his complication would be when he's just taking his simple hand swipe at you. So what I'll throw out there is, because his leg's wounded, if you all try any sort of entrapment things to him, I'll just say he's exceptionally susceptible to that. Whether so, you guys before caved in a hallway, you know, any sort of thing like that, anything where you're trying to get him to pursue you, he's going to be exceptionally bad at for that complication. So just so you know, that's his big takedown. Sam, now he's going to hit you though. This is the painful part. Buckle up. Let's see. 5 points, 5 combat dice. That's not bad. That's not bad. 3, 4 points of damage, Sam. 4 points of damage, no specials, and he hits you right in the head, right in the face, man. Probably while you're down there, like at Raven's level, you know, you'd stimpact her, and she kind of like starts crawling, like gets to her feet, and just sort of does one of those almost from a crawl to a run as fast as she can to get out of there. And it's at that moment you look up over your shoulder at the Wendigo, you hear go, Rah! Slash you right across the face, Sam, probably leaving a nice like 4 claw mark right across your face there too to correspond to that 4 points of damage. And that's going to end his turn, returning it to you, Sam.
But it bangs against my helmet.
Good.
Because I have two damage resistance.
Nice.
Physical.
Wonderful. Take those. You only take 2 then. Beautiful.
He breaks a nail on my helmet, and I get ready to strike him.
Well, that could be it, too. Who knows? That might be a good complication for him.
I will raise my shotgun at him and aim it, and I will take a shot at it.
Do it. Success. That clears. Let's see. Big damage, big damage, big damage.
Big damage.
Good effects. 5. And then 3.
10?
Yeah, I'm sorry. How does this even go? Because you do a piercing on this, right? So you go through 3 points of his you go through 3 points of his armor. So he's negating 2 of all of the damage, we'll say. So 2 on every shot. So the first one hits for what, 5? And so that hits him for 3 points. And then half of 5 would be 2. So now he's negating all of it, I think. So I think he's taking 3 HP off of that. That armor is freaking beefy armor. I don't even know what he's armored with. He's just a skeleton. It's the power of eating your friend. That's what it is. He just ate your friend, and now the man's full of food. Okay. Anything else you want to do with that? Raven.
I'll pass it on.
And now we're over Raven.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're back to Raven. This is Raven's new turn now. I got myself confused anyway. So Raven, you're up there. Thankfully, your injury was treated, because you know what was good about doing that, Sam, is she had that 2 damage difficulty increase on her sight. She would have been almost completely ineffective in shooting, because, yeah, that would have been rough. She'd have to hit like a 3 difficulty or higher. So Raven, you're now considered at medium range, which probably works well for your bow, if that's what you're interested in using. And Jim, you're also up behind.
Okay.
And Mr. Handy comes back on this round, by the way. So he'll follow Jim. Oh, Sam, you know what? While Raven's doing her thing and thinking, you need to roll for Hell's Bells.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna give her 15. Oh, she's a player character. I'm going to think of a difficulty for her to roll. We'll give her like a 12 because I don't know what it is. So she rolls a 12 or under. She's going to hit. Woo! She got a 10 and a 12. So she hits. And then if you want to go ahead and roll that, we're going to take off 1 combat point from the damage you roll up for her from the combat rifle. Or if you tell me how many things it is, I can do that too, I suppose.
It's
Whoa!
5. Yeah, so it's supposed to be 5 combat die.
So we'll take the whole top row then, off of what you just dealt. We'll ignore the bottom row. Right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And she got 1 effect, which maybe this gun has piercing or something? I don't know. Confirm that for me if you can. Does it have any effect?
It doesn't.
No,
it's just a regular base rifle.
So 2, 4, 6, 7 points of damage is what she did. So he takes 5 away from that, and that's the right arm, so he'll take 2 more points of damage then. To the right arm. Okay. And Raven, you go ahead and type out what you want to say.
Time to draw my bow and then grab my fire arrows.
Ooh. Okay, so minor action to draw your bow. You're going for fire arrows. By all means. 2 successes. That clears and you get an AP back. And then since you're specifically using a fire arrow, Raven, you're gonna. This I think is a homebrew for the fire arrow. So the way persistent damage works, that's what you're really applying. You'll have to keep track of this a little bit, Raven. For each turn upcoming, he's going to suffer some of this damage, and it's going to last for 3 rounds. So persistent. Persistent is. What's the damage? It suffers the weapon's damage again at the end of their next or subsequent turn for the number of rounds equal to those amount of effect dice rolled. Okay, so he is going to take that as fire damage for his next. But how much was this? Oh, you nailed. Ooh, you just hit his thing. So he. Oh, I guess it doesn't do much, does it? Because he's going to reject all of that damage, isn't he? God, that was a good roll, Raven. His defenses are high, so that's 3, 4, 5. He is. You know what you see is that fire arrow hits him right in the back, actually, and you see as the fire starts to spread because his skin is so almost papery thin that. It sort of catches fire a little bit abruptly. You can see the flames coming off of him, but though he's encompassed in flame or becoming more so each turn, he is not damaged by it. In fact, kind of gives you almost an idea that his healing metric, he's out healing the amount of damage that's being done to him. Sort of what it looks like to you, at least, at that distance. Anything else you want to try, Raven, before we throw it to Jim?
All good.
Okay. 15 minutes till break time, by the way, everybody. Let's see, Jim, you're up, followed by Mr. Handy. Wendigo, and then say.
Okay. I'm going to aim and shoot again.
Go for it.
Come on.
Ooh. And you aim, though, right? So you can reroll.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, 1 point too high. Flies off. Doesn't connect. If you want to do anything else, there's only 1 AP left in the pool, so probably not going to help too much. Mr. Handy, though, is back in action, and he is going to make a... He's going to follow Raven in the fire. He's going to... I think so. Why not? Flamer attack! He succeeds. He's going to get 1 point back into your action point pool for doing a bonus. And This damage does nothing, though. He does, again, add to the flames. Now there is a very burning Wendigo in front of you. The smell is horrible, by the way, for Sam, who is right up next to this thing. Already you're in a hall of putrid death, but now it smells like burning skin, burning, already undead, if you will. He is going to... Oh, the damage he did to Sam last time, I did not calculate for Mr. Handy, but that's okay. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it now. He's going to go after Mr. Handy, who just flamed him. He's going back and forth between you two. Mr. Handy, how much are you getting on this one? He's going to do a claw attack. Whoop. 10, 11. Both of those succeed. He can hit, and he does 5 points, 5 combat dice of damage, which do only 3. He does only 3, but he arcs it. It will automatically hit one additional target within close range of the primary target. Each additional target suffers half the roll damage rounded up. So he just did 3 points to Mr. Handy. Cut 3 in half, so 2 points go to Sam. And Sam, you can tell me this is going to hit at the left arm. So if you have 2 points of physical resistance on your left arm, that's negated. If you have 1 point, you can do that math. Just be 1. But so 2 points to Sam and 3 to Mr. Handy.
So it is negated 1.
Okay, so 1 HP off of you. It's kind of that, he had just got done slicing you, and in sort of similar fashion, in whipping his arm around, he slashes back into you after he hits Mr. Handy. Mr. Handy takes a big shot across the bow there. He's got a noticeable scrape mark in his armor. Let's see what he's health-wise. So he takes 3 points. Mr. Handy's down to 8 HP, just a heads up. So, not terrible, not great. Decent. Sam, it's your turn again.
I'm going to use my minor action to heal myself. So I take my stim pack out, I inject it into, I guess, my face to get some of those, to cover up some of those scars to stop the bleeding. I regain 4 health, and then I'm going to take my shot.
Excellent.
So I put my shotgun up, and I let loose. Ooh, nice.
Nice. AP back in the pool. And you go ahead and do that damage. Oh, none, I don't think, huh? Well, wait, each effect penetrates a piece, right? Is what we said. This is one penetrating each. So, you did 4 damage. He's still negating 1, so that was unfortunately nothing on any of those shots, I don't think.
And then
That's how that math works.
Does spread work on the faces? Like if the faces are doing the damage?
Do the faces work?
Like in the sense, so does it count as damage for us to include? Because in that case, is it like 4, 2, and then 1?
4, 2, and then 1. Oh, yes, but all those are applied differently, and so therefore all
That's
hit.
right.
Yeah, that's my understanding. Future-proofing, massive apology if I'm wrong in understanding this. My thought is that the spread applies individually because it hits different parts of the body, is I believe how it's supposed to work. And so
Right.
that should, my understanding is that, yeah, this is just for everyone out there. When you shotgun blast, you're up against the damage resistance. Sadly, if this had rolled a little bit over, at least it would have gone through a bit. That was just an unlucky damage combo. I think it all negates out, I hate to say. Still got 1 point over what that is.
Yeah, I forgot that we talked about that.
That's okay. That's okay. We're all learning it. All
right, well, with that, I will end my turn.
1 second here. I am asking our handy dandy little AI on that's trained on the rules here to what is that like? I'm just making sure. Tell me I'm right or wrong, AI. Hey, thanks for the thing. Whatever that was. Thanks for the follow. Welcome aboard. Welcome to Fallout TTRPG. So, again, this is just it giving me a thing. Let's say you're using a combat shotgun, 5 damage dice, spread, vicious. Wait, do you have vicious on this? No, piercing. Got it. Cool. It just is throwing a random one at me. That's probably not very useful. Spread for each effect, 3 damage rounded down to the location reduced by that location's target. Yeah, okay. So the AI's interpretation of the rules is the same as mine, that it is based on your location that you're shooting. Each one has a damage resistance, and he's covered in 5s. His skin. So let's go ahead and go over to Raven. By the way, he is on his health, just so people know, because it's been an entire week. His health is about 50%, just as a heads up. That's not an exact number, but yeah. Raven, you're up. Followed by Jim, followed by Mr. Handy, followed by the Wendigo and Sam. Oh, Sam, while she's doing her thing, please roll again for Hell's Bells. I said it's a 12 combat for her. So she succeeds. She gets you an AP back in the pool, too. So go ahead and roll that damage for her while Raven types out. So 2, 4, nothing on that, too. Boom, she hits, but it doesn't penetrate. The hide, it just snarls. I don't even know what they sound like, really. I forget. They just got a weird, echoey scream. It almost sounds a little tinny in a sense. And yet, I should have got Wendigo sound effects, but I didn't see any of those before. And yes, welcome to anyone that's joining us. This is our weekly TTRPG of Fallout 2D20. This is the Modifius game, and we've got a table of comrades here that play. We do this every Sunday, start our pre-show about 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and then we kick off around 8 p.m. Eastern Time. This gets archived over to YouTube and to Substack, and we have a Discord server, an Instagram account, and it's up on all the podcast players, too. Raven, what you got? She's doing an attack. And Jim, if you want, you can go ahead and
Load
process.
another fire arrow.
Go for it. Go for it, Raven. Fire away. 2 successes, so 1 AP. I'll add that right back because I got it in front of me, so I put an AP in your pool for that. But unfortunately, that fire arrow would still count as setting him ablaze, but the damage is too low to be noticed by him. He proceeds. Actually, you know what, Raven? You're catching his eye back there with those fire arrows, but his legs hurt, so he won't be running at you anytime soon. Unless Raven's got anything up her sleeve for another attack, we'll go on to Jim. If, Raven, you do want to use another one, we'll just calculate that in as Jim's doing his stuff here. So, Jim, why don't you go ahead? You're going to do an attack as well, right?
Yes.
Go for it.
All right. Let's see if I can hit this time.
You got this, Jim. You got this.
Oh, just to preface, I still am aiming.
Perfect. Oh! Go ahead and re-roll one of those. Oh, these dice are being... Oh, no! No, Jim! Jim, you're... With that complication, I think it's probably fair to say that your gun jams up on that one. Unless you got some other complication you desire and see more fair. These are always a negotiation, but a good old gun jam... might take you your minor action on your next turn to unjam it before you are ready to fire again. That could be done, by the way, with an action point too. So, like next turn, if you want to aim, well, unjam, aim, and shoot, that would still be acceptable. Just cost you 1 AP. With that, our Mr. Handy is up. And Mr. Handy, come on, man. We need you. Can you please roll some combat dice? Buzzsaw, engage. His number must be terrible to roll. He got 0 successes. Or probably good. I was going to ask you guys if you wanted to spend an AP on him to reroll, but he only did 3 points of damage anyway. This Mr. Handy model might need upgraded. How bad are Sam and Jim, or Mac and Jim hurt? Because I'll be honest, Raven and Jim up there, I want him to scream again. I want him to scream. You're at medium range. That's correct for him. Oh, come on. Oh. Okay, Raven. Okay, Jim. Let's see. He's going. He needs to get a target number of 15 or less. Oh, he succeeds twice, an 11 and a 6. 6 combat die coming up for a big old... Low damage, though, but... So he did 4 damage, Raven, going your way. And he did 2 effects on that, too. So he's applying... If 1 or more effects are rolled, the target loses their normal actions in their next turn. So it only applies for 1 turn. So that's a stun on Raven. And burst. The attack may hit 1 additional target within close range of the primary target. For each effect rolled, each additional target costs 1 additional shot from the weapon. Well, he doesn't have a weapon, so I guess that doesn't apply to him. I don't know why they put burst instead of arc here. But the attack may hit 1 additional target within close range of the primary for each effect rolled. Okay. Ooh. Jim, he is going to go ahead and put that 4 damage on you as well. That scream, that's blast. You almost see it like a wave of energy down the hallway. And it hits Raven most of all, but you kind of being just behind her to the left a little bit. Woof, you take the side effect of that. And so Raven, that's 4. And I think Scream... Oh, we're going to see where the major attack hits you. Left arm. So for both Jim and Raven, please check your left arm's damage resistance. This is energy. So energy damage resistance to your left arm. If you've got any, that can subtract the 4. Like you can take whatever that damage resistance might be away from that. Okay, Raven stun, Jim, you're okay. But do let us know if there's anything people need here. I don't want to move on from you guys too quickly. Raven, that's 4 points of damage. So Jim gets no stun. And that was the left arm. I just put that in the chat. Hopefully that appears for them. Okay. Ha, Mac, sending me the yak mines. Okay. Sam, you are up. You just watch that Wendigo screech at your friends. And as a heads up, we're probably after Sam's round, we'll take our AFK. Unless you want to take it now and think. That's your choice, by the way.
Oh.
Sorry, Sam.
You know what? Maybe because I need to look up something real quick.
Sure, that would be fine. I'm not in an urgent rush, but I wanted to give you that opportunity so that you can have this talk. In case you guys want to strategize or anything, you're laying damage into him. The guy's just tough as nails. He's a tough boy. To chat, we're going to do a 10-minute AFK, 10 minutes on the clock. There will be a round of commercials that play, Fallout commercials, fun, cute commercials at that. So if you get the chance, thanks for joining us, Gnomes. I saw that Skylar answered you in chat there about the tabletop RPG. Again, this is the Fallout 2D20. Does he have poison resistance? I don't know that you know the answer to that question. I don't know that I know the answer to that question. Let's see. You'll have to find out. Yeah, you have to find out. Okay. You know, I could also let you... this is a bad one to do in combat. Raven, if you want to know the answer to that question, I would let you roll some kind of... Stop. I think like a survival perception would be fair, but it would be a difficult test because I don't think your character's probably ever seen a Wendigo before based on... Well, you're welcome to fill me in on that. How about that? We will pause the question about poison until after the break, Raven. You can feel free to think about that, but I'll just put it this way. You've not fought one before, so in our game, so your characters don't know anything about this beastie, generally speaking. If you do want to roll a survival and perception test, though, it's going to be difficult to find that out. And that's why I think that might be difficult in combat, because if you're just wandering, you wouldn't mind the AP loss, but I think it's going to probably end up costing you some AP for that roll. Good. You can find out the hard way, though, just by shooting and seeing what happens. See if you got any at all. Okay, on that note, let's do our 5 minutes. We will be back here shortly. Whoop. Okay, comrades. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Get us into the game camera. And we'll see if we got everyone here. Hello, friends. We got Sam. Oops, let me see. Sorry about that. I had my audio muted for a second. Do we have everybody?
I'm here if you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Okay.
I am here.
That was my side. Sorry about that. And DK, I hear you. And Raven, we got you.
At any point in time, it could be my side.
Definitely understand. Is it still doing that weird stuff with alchemy now that we changed it, or is it behaving better?
I'm hoping it's been behaving since we started playing. I messed around with some settings. Hopefully we're solid.
Good. Okay, well, let's go ahead and continue. Sam, you were up when we left off here.
Yes, I'm going to retreat back to Hillsbills.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say swap with me, and I'll pay an AP for that if it's like a minor action, if that's okay.
Sure. What are you doing? Sorry, you're swapping.
Yeah, swapping my rifle back,
Sure.
and she can take the combat shotgun.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna fire.
Okay, go for it.
This is about medium, right?
Yes, yeah, that's about media, huh? Good question. Sam's down here. Sorry, everyone. Whoop. Let's show him. There we go.
Ooh, look at
2.
that.
Great. Sounds like an AP back to the pool. And go ahead and calculate out that damage. Oh, nice. 2, 4, 6, 7 points of damage. And this one has no effects to it, though.
No.
Okay. So... let's see where we hit him with this one. Right arm! Oh, yeah. Wow, we actually rolled the same thing. I didn't see it at the end of it, and then I rolled the same thing. So definitely the right arm. And I'll go ahead and he takes, 2 points of that damage? 2, 4, 6, 7. Yep. Damn, this guy's a toughie. Yeah.
Can I yell at Alfred to retreat?
Oh, for Alfred to retreat? Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. On his turn, he can try and retreat.
All right, awesome.
May need to remind me, though, on that one if he doesn't. And you can go ahead and process her turn, though she's in she's in medium range, too, with a close range weapon now. So I don't know if you want her to fire. We really didn't do anything with, bullets that she was firing either. But, yeah, I don't think it really matters for her. So
Yeah, I can take some off of mine.
All hardly the end of the world. More of a question of, do you want her to do anything with it? She would need to get closer, or she could just try and fire, but it's at a distance, and its difficulty will go up.
And she'd get, like, just within close range, like, not as close as I was to it, but,
Probably,
a
like,
decent amount.
we'd be saying for her to go up to about, here, about the bloody skeleton is about close range.
Sorry. Can she rally?
No, I don't think so. As a person, she's not really a companion. If she were a companion, I'd say probably yes, but she isn't a formal companion of yours technically, so probably not. She can fire it, but yeah, she doesn't have any real mechanism like that per se.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just thought about it.
That's a
I'll
good
probably
question.
have her chill. I'll probably have her chill because she's on death's door still.
Yeah.
So maybe she shouldn't get super close to him.
I think one hit and she's dead. Probably perma-dead. About.
Yeah, so maybe
that's
she just chills back.
Probably a good
And-
idea. I don't know that he'd try and kill her because I would probably forget, but I do think she's probably at that. I think you healed her 8 HP maybe. And right now he's well, I guess he would maybe 2-shot her. I don't know. I don't even remember if she got all that back.
It was 4.
Oh, yeah, okay, he'll 1-shot her for sure. Don't kill Hell's Bells! Anything else for you, Sam, before Raven goes and does her turn?
I'm solid.
Okay, Raven, go ahead. Jim, if you want to go ahead and queue up your attack too, you guys can both simultaneously go, just for the sake of time. Get through this fight.
Okay, I load a poison arrow and see how he like that.
Okay, Raven, go for it. Do your thing. Right, she's gonna try and determine if this does anything. Wow, nice successes. Wow, 2 AP back to the pool. That's wonderful. Okay, and what's your damage here? No effect rolled, so ironically you don't find out because the poison arrow did not apply its poison. It's sort of how that works. It would be your effect roll, and no vault boys. So 3 damage.
Oh, poop.
He negates it. You guys, I see that there's only 1 AP missing from the pool. I just filled that in, but I think that means one of Raven's just burn off. So if people want to use any extra AP, your pool is full right now. So Raven, I'll ask you before you pass it on, but yeah.
Okay, I load a normal in fire.
Okay, go for it. 2 AP out of the pool. This is a difficulty increase of 1. Nice. Connects. How much damage do we do? Ugh, nothing. Those arrows, I don't know if the arrows are powerful enough to hurt him. Just as a warning for your ammunition, I don't know that they can even roll. You're rolling 4, so 2, 4, 6, 8. I mean, if it rolled all goods, it would on the combat, but ooh, those arrows though are not thick enough, not powerful enough to penetrate his hide. Jim, you are up.
Son of Graham Cracker.
That's right. TK, you're aiming and firing.
Yes, I am.
Go for it. I'm gonna process Mr. Handy now too while you're doing that.
Okay. Come on.
You can reroll 1. He's going in for a pincer attack, by the way.
Waiting for my.
He failed miserably. Don't worry, Master Jim. I'll get him for you. I'll hold him still with my pincer. And he completely misses and almost entangles himself between the arms of the Wendigo.
Oh.
What do we do?
I re-rolled and got a success.
Nice. Should that be? You're not. Wait, that should be 2 successes actually. Yeah, that's 2 successes. Don't know why I didn't process that for you, but that rolling a 1 counts as 2. So put one back in the AP pool for you, and you can roll up damage on that. The Wendigo. Oh, by the way, I didn't deal with the fact that Mac was technically stunned that turn. Mac, you were technically stunned, but you didn't do any damage anyway. So, technically, those arrows didn't fire, Raven. If you want them back, whatever. I mean, I don't know. It's 6s in the end. No damage from Jim either. He just negates. He shrugs it all. You guys are letting into him, and nothing. He's just taking this like a champ. Except it is his turn, and he's going to slash at Mr. Handy, Alfred, who is right there. He is the meat shield, and Wendigo is going for him. Oh, man. He got two crits on his. He got a 1 and a 4. So he definitely hits. And how much damage is he throwing? Uh-oh, my internet's being weird. Why is the internet being weird all of a sudden? Hello, hello, hello. Sorry out there, everybody, if the internet's being weird. This one computer says, I don't have any upload. Can all my friends still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Kenku, you okay? I paused him for a second. There we go. Sorry, chat. We had a little internet dip, but that happens. Tech time. So he had just done his thing. I need his damage. He's doing his claw attack, so he's rolling 5 combat dice. Put these off to the side. I need to get myself a dice tray. 4 damage, and that doesn't matter about the... Yeah, because that would hit people that are nearby, so that's nothing. I'm gonna check on Mr. Handy's. He may have some damage resistance, actually, that I haven't been calculating in. He's been hit about 3 times. I think he has a combat resistance, a damage resistance of 1. How am I going to do that? Am I going to check that right now? Let's see. He does. He has 1 to all. Okay, Mr. Handy, I'm giving you some HP back. I want to say he's been hit 3 times. About now. Seems about right to me. So I'm going to pop back. Going to cover up for my mistake there, everybody. So he was 8 health points. I guess I negate that all. Okay, he's just going to stay at 8 health points because that's what he took 3. So perfect. Mr. Handy's good. Didn't have to adjust anything. I'm counting it retroactively for him. So Sam, you're up, and you got Hell's Bells if you want her to fire or do anything like that. Remember, she can fire at a distance. It'll just be a difficulty increase for her.
Okay, we'll try that. I'm going to aim and fire though.
Okay. Hers is not good. 1 success, that connects.
Do I re-roll that one, the 17? Can I?
You could. Do you need to? If you want to, you can.
I mean, I could maybe, maybe. Oh, actually, no.
Well, because
we
you
have a
want to see
lot
if
of
you can
AP.
get AP out of it. Well, that's true.
Yeah.
You could. You could for that reason.
Yeah, we have a lot of AP, though. I don't want to risk it. Could be a complication. Too dangerous.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point. 2, 4, 5 points. Oh, nothing on that one. You're welcome to roll again. You got AP for it if you want to spend 2. Your test will go up by 1, but just throwing it out there. She just rolled a 20 and another 6. No, that was a 16. She did not connect with her hit. If anything, I think her complication is not really anything radically new other than you probably see her try and lift up the shotgun, Sam, and she's trying to aim, but she's getting real wobbly and woozy with it all, and you can just kind of see, and she fires, and she actually blows apart the skeletons that are right next to Alfred. If he's lucky he didn't get a blast in the back with that one. I think I watched a series on YouTube where that happened. People were shooting each other with complications. So, do I do that? No, I'm blasting a skeleton. You know what though? Next time though, folks, if it's ranged like that, where she's probably having to shoot past him, That might clip Mr. Handy next time. I don't or anybody that's like that. Okay. So she's done. Did you do anything else, Sam?
Yes, I will pay 2 extra AP. And I'm calling upon Action Boy
Yeah.
to negate the damage or the extra difficulty.
Yep. Go for it. Success. That's true. Nice. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. And so that's 2 points of damage to the left leg. For the sake of you knowing, his health points remain around 50% here. He's rebuffed that much damage. In fact, I'll warn you guys, he's probably going to go on a little bit more of a rampage right now due to how long we've gone in the combat. So he's going to go into kill mode probably here in just a second. Meaning, I think he's going to probably just play a little more aggressively than he has been even. Your turn's up with Raven on deck and Jim following. Raven, buckle up. It's time for drastic actions, I would warn everybody.
Okay. I use my quick action to swap to my hunting rifle and take aim for his chest.
Okay. Got it. Your minor action to swap to hunting. Great. Shooting in the chest. That probably is using your ability there. This is a good reminder if people aren't calculating any perks in. Pay attention to that. I will warn to our party that at the stage we're at in the game, I'm not tracking your perks. Everyone has a rather long list of them, and I have well forgotten them. So if you have any weird nichey things you need to add into those, please do let me know. 1 success. You connect. I think it's a medium-ranged weapon, and you're perfect range for it. Go ahead and do that damage, and Jim, you're up next to do the same.
Okay.
And then we're going to try, you know what, I'll go ahead and pre-calc Mr. Handy. He's going to fly back per Sam's previous request to him. So I'm just doing that now before I forget and auto-process his roll. I think I did that already. Raven, you need to roll up your combat dice. And then, Jim, if you want to go ahead and roll yours right now, you're welcome to do that.
Okay.
I'll just do it at the same time. Woo! Nice, Raven. 2, 4, 6. So he takes a point of damage to the chest. That gun doesn't have anything fancy on it, does it, Raven? Doesn't have anything. Great, Jim. Great. I'll put one back in the action point pool for you.
A scope.
Any effects? Any? I don't think it does. Okay. You took a point of damage from that? Yes.
Can Alfred retreat this turn?
Yeah, I already did. Yep.
Welcome,
4
buddy.
points. Nothing, unfortunately. That doesn't have any effects on it either. Does it, DK? That one's just a regular.
Well, the gun has piercing.
Oh, it does. Okay. So 4 points of damage. You've taken down his armor by 4, but he's still got 1. Yeah, he doesn't take that because it's. Yeah, he's negating it. He's negating it, Jim. What would you like Mr. Handy to do now? You guys just want him to stay back. I don't think he can do. I mean, his flamer's been bad. I don't think he can do any medium.
It might be time to try to get out of here sometime soon. It might be time to try to book it.
The choices are yours. I'm just having a moment here. I'm not doing the piercing damage wrong, am I? When I say that to Jim with that 4? Ignore 1 point of for each effect rolled where 1. Nope, so he's still outnumbering. Okay. Okay, so I want to make sure. For instance, if you roll 2 effects and the target has 5 damage resistance, you would ignore 4 points. 2. Oh, that's a different. Let's say you have a weapon with piercing. No.
Shout out to Wolf on Twitch. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Wolf. How are ya? Love the Fallout series, and this game you're doing is so cool. Hey, Wolf. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here. Sorry, I'm having a mental moment as I am cross-checking myself just to make sure I did that correctly. Okay. So Mr. Handy staying back. He could rally. He could rally on your team if you want Mr. Handy to rally. That would be cute. I don't know if you guys want him to.
I mean, yeah, if he can. If he's not doing anything else, that'd be awesome.
What does he roll for that? Let's rally again. Where's my major action list? Ba-ba-ba.
I want to say it's like an agility type roll, but it could be anything that the dungeon master decides. If you make a test to the dungeon master.
You know what, though? It doesn't almost matter, I guess, for him, because he doesn't work like that anyway. Sort of does, sort of doesn't. All NPCs work a little bit different. He's actually got good stats. Yeah, he'll do speech and charisma. Why not? That's what he does. Oh, his speech is even checked. Wow. Didn't even know. He actually gets a 10, and that's a tag skill. Okay. So it's a difficulty 0, and any successes he rolls are an extra AP back. Oh, 13 and 18. You've got this. But Master Sam, I actually don't know that you guys have got this. But don't yell it. Don't tell the rest of them. I don't want to motivate them.
Yeah, I don't know if we've got it either, buddy. I don't know. We're barely chipping away at them.
Well, you know, not telling you what you should do, Master, but I could try to take Hell's Bells out of here, I suppose. Though, I must warn, the path I came through had a lot of radiation, and that might be bad for her. Do you think she'd live if I'm quick? Maybe it would be fine. Yeah, I realize Mr. Handy right now might have an awkward... He could try and take her. I don't even know if Mr. Handy can carry a person, theoretically, but... The problem is, if he goes down this way, this is the radiation pit at the end of the like below Sam here. So, he could carry her if need be. I'll say that. Well, they can't really carry people though, huh? He got a buzzsaw, a flamer, and a pincher. I don't think he could drag her on the ground over the radioactive barrels. I don't know. That's a good idea.
Over the goop.
Yeah, she's like, I think I'm better here.
I'll go to the frogs.
Okay. Wendigo's up. What's his injury? He's going to try and make his way over to Raven and Jim, but he's wounded. He has a leg injury. He can no longer take the sprint action, and the move action is now major. Okay, so he's going to use his major action to book it up the path here towards Raven and Jim, and you just sort of see him. He is just coming at you as bullets are hitting him from behind, as you know, and now he's just on his way. So that's it. That's his turn. I believe we're back to Sam already then. Okay, Sam, you're up.
I'll take a few steps forward to get back into medium range since he walked away.
Sure. Yeah, that works.
And I will fire. Is that good where I'm at, or do I need to get closer?
Yeah, that's medium. You're fine. That's perfect. Let me get you back on the map here for everyone else. Yeah, thank you again, Wolf. I'm glad to have you here. This is so much fun. 1 AP
2
back to your pool.
successes.
Doing good work. One second here.
Dang, 5.
Okay, mathing, making myself a note for math. Okay, 5, and no piercing on this thing either. So, okay, good. I was also just double checking that I was rolling all this. To read out an explanation too about the piercing, just because again that's been bothering my low OCD mind. When an attack's damage is 4 or is less than equal to the damage resistance, be negated. The piercing value of 4 would reduce, his damage resistance to 4, but since the total damage is only 4, it's not enough to overcome even the reduced damage resistance. Okay. Some of these rules, they're fun, they make sense, but it's almost more of like you got to figure them out for yourself and then commit it to memory, and the memory of a goldfish, literally. Actually, they may have better memory than I do. Thanks, ADHD. Sam, was there anything else you needed to do? You did your damage and it didn't work. 3, 5, nothing.
I'll pass it.
You have 5 AP in the pool and don't take an extra complication if you do want to do more damage. Just as a thought. It's your choice.
I can try it. Why not?
My only fear is burning off AP, actually. That's my mind.
We'll get it back, though, buddy. Let's go.
That's great. I'm going to just put those in there for you. He got all 4, so maxed out the pool again. So it was worth it. I think it was worth it. Come on. That's right. 3, 4, 6. He takes at least 1 point of damage from this. They are up against a dreaded Wendigo who just fed on their friend. So he is a mad, rather healthy, robust Wendigo in his own lair. And I warn you guys, he's going to get feisty this round. He used his thing to move. So, okay. Take that point of damage from him. You want to go ahead and process her turn too, then she'll... we want her to fire?
No, she...
Right.
No, she can chill.
Okay, she's chilling, right? She's a different range. Thank you. Also, I asked the question before I rechecked the map. I need his health point, so he takes that. He's going down, you guys, but it is slow. Raven, you're in close range to him. He has come right up to you. He is ready to eat you. Are you going to let him? Jim, same question falls to you. Who's gonna be the one that uses the nuke grenade on themselves? You won't take me alive! And that was the day that Sam and that's the day that Mac Raven and DK had to reroll characters. The whole grotto.
We have a lot of AP if y'all want to melee.
True. Oh, Mac, your hammer did great at the start. Honestly, better than your bow by a good deal. And you could use a point of AP and add an extra combat dice per AP. Jim, that same thing goes to you too.
Yeah.
It's one AP per combat dice.
Oh,
for
that
melee.
bad Vosi saying do it.
The bad voice is saying, "Do it." Oh my gosh, the nuke grenade. Do you have it? What a hero
Yes.
character!
I thought Jim had it. You have it?
I do, yeah. I have some.
For the record, you don't have to, kamikaze with it, but you could. I'm just saying, you could. So, what's Raven thinking? What's she attacking with?
We'll be stuck on this side, with the radiation side, if the cave collapses.
To be fair, as long as you're not ending your turn in the radiation, I don't remember. I think I said you at the end of your turn in the radiation for it to be bad. I don't think certainly not in real life, but also in Follow, I don't think that would apply. I think even you just passing over it would be that. But it is a quick...
Hammer time nuker, break ladder.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Put this guy to bed. It's time, Raven. It's time. That way you guys can get out of this cave. He's about to throw you all out if you don't. We call him Mysterious Stranger again. I don't think you rolled any chance to hit with that. But we'll take those damage numbers if you'd like. But you need to roll to hit here too. So, and it's just a difficulty of 1. By the way, if anyone at home has any questions about how the game works, happy to explain it. I'm a learning GM for this. My brain, again, is very small, so I have to check my rules a lot of the time. But we've digitized the rules. They're beautiful and accessible. We have a Notion that's all set up for it, and it works so well. I'm very happy with that effort and energy. And what else am I going to say? We've been playing for about a year, close to 1. And we've just taken it live now to Twitch, to YouTube, to podcasts, and all the rest. So go check those out.
Can I re-roll the 20?
Do you have an ability to re-roll a 20? If you aimed, you could. If you spend a luck point, you could. As long as you have a mechanism to re-roll that. There's also other ones that I might be a little harder for me to remember.
Out of luck.
Then, okay, so you go in, you carry out your attack, Raven. You've done 2, 4, 5 damage to him just for the sake of lore. Where do you hit him? Right in the torso. Clunk. And you know what's creepy about it, Raven, on this hit? You realize that at this stage, hitting into him is almost like hitting into a bee's hive. It's almost like a gross, papery almost feel as your hammer hits, but he doesn't even like notably react. The complication, I'm gonna say when you go in for that, Raven, he is going to... I'm trying to think of a good complication. I think it's probably something in relation to you stumbling and needing to, probably. I like minor action punishments for those complications. So we're just going to say this throws you into a prone position if you think that's acceptable. So Raven's character, you'll just need to use, I believe it's your minor action to stand back up on that next turn. Let me see. Yeah, it should be minor action to get up from that. Okay. Jim, you're up. As Sky reminds, you can spend AP to enhance these attacks.
Okay.
My list is...
I'm just gonna... wait.
By the way, when it comes to spending AP, I would recommend is that you guys are maxed.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out my shotgun.
Okay, minor action to go to a shotgun. Cool.
Yes.
Take it away.
And, gonna shoot.
Connected. See those damage numbers from Jim.
Okay. Oh, wait.
Also, to both of you, if any of you wanted to spend a, because you do have a lot of AP, Raven, if you wanted to stand up again on this turn, you could spend an AP to do that. You could also attack again, too, Raven, if you wanted to take another swing. You guys have enough AP to spread around. 4 damage. Any special effects on that one, Jim? I don't think so. Spread, maybe? But...
let me double check.
Sure.
It has great. It has spread and vicious.
Vicious! Oh, great! Vicious is great. You did wonderful for Vicious, because now you've added an additional 4 damage to your attack, which means that 3 of that cuts through, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 3 of that comes through. Kyle knows how to math sometimes. Wonderful.
DK, again, I'm not trying to let people how to play the game,
right.
But if you want to use AP, I think you can do a fire rate ×2 on that.
Wait, what's that? Fire rate ×2?
Like fire rate, because I'm assuming that it's
more.
like it's a 2 fire rate.
Yes, that is true. That is very true. No, I'm glad you called that out, Sam Sky. That's a great That's a great mention. That if it's got a higher fire rate, you can add extra ammo to it. It should be one for every one that's listed on the fire rates. 1 point of ammo you can add to it, which is 1 combat die worth. So, did Raven or Jim decide they want to use any of this AP? You guys still got 6 out of 6.
Okay, I stand up and rack him again.
Okay, 1 for standing up, 2 for attacking. 3 for Raven to go back in. Go for it. Difficulty 2 on this roll, though, because it goes up by 1 for this. Come on, big numbers. Oh, yes, cleared it. Okay, hit him. And remember, AP, you still have 3. I don't know if anyone wants to spend those. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. He takes 1 point of damage because I don't think that has any fancies on the hammer. I think it's just a regular old hammer. So he loses a health point. You guys don't want to know what his health is. Actually, it looks bad. He's nearing 25%. There's still 3 in the pool. If Jim wanted to do anything extra with it.
No.
What happened to my map? Hello? It's gone. Where'd my map go? Okay, hold on. I have to refresh my alchemy. My VTT abandoned me. There we go.
The cave is collapsing.
The cave has collapsed. They're all gone. Okay. It's back. But you guys are in for it. Raven, he's going after you. And then Jim, he's going to go right after you too. So, because I'm going to spend an AP of mine to do that. So Raven, he double connects and then they get an AP back. He rolled a 2 and a 6. And then for Jim, he's 5 and 13. What's his number? 15. So again, he connects on that. He is going in. This is going to hurt. Sorry. Let's see. He's hitting for claws. 5 of these. Oh, and he's arcing off of you two both. Oof. Yeah, okay, so I got 1 AP off the other, and the other was just because his difficulty went up. Okay, so Raven, he is hitting you for 4 with this, and that will arc. So 4 physical damage to your right leg. So I'll type that in chat. 4 to max right leg. That damage arcs. Which arcing, each effect rolled automatically hits 1 additional target within close range. You get half the damage rolled upward. So DK, that's 2 damage to your right leg as well. Fizz. I'm just typing this in chat, and I'm gonna quickly pivot, and he's redoing the same attack. So you guys are gonna get some more immediately right off of that. He does 3 damage on the next one. This is the one he's doing directly at Jim. And he's going straight for your torso on that. So that means DK will have 3 fizz, 2 DK torso. And that means if we have that, that's 2, because it goes upwards on this one. 2 fizz, 2 Mac torso. Okay. So that looks like Mac is... You guys need to take those numbers separately for your damage resistances. Okay. So check your right legs and check your torsos, and then we'll subtract whatever your damage resistance is from that number in that region.
Well, I don't actually have any resistance.
Got you. So if you got no resistance, DK, you're taking 5 health points then for you. 3 at your chest, 3 is your arm. Nothing is broken. Except your health, maybe. I don't know what your HP is. How are you doing?
I'm hanging on, I guess. Yeah, I mean, well.
Come on, guys, you got this.
Right leg, oh man. I have 4 horsepower.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
Right leg, wait, 4 HP all in? Did he just down Raven, or this is the remainder? This is what she has after getting healed and everything. Your right leg has 1 point of physical resistance, right? Is what you're saying? If so, you'll take 3 damage to that leg.
No, just my left.
Oh, okay. So you take all 4 to your right leg then. Okay. 4 points to your right leg and 2 points to your torso. And you have road leathers. That doesn't protect against that, does it? Arms, legs, torso. Yes, you have 1 damage resistance to your leg. So you take 3 damage from that. And what's it to the chest?
I have
3.
4 horsepower now after that hit.
You might have 5. But also, if you took the 2 straight off of the other one, remember your torso is negating 1 point as well. Jim, you got all your points in then, right? You got your damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's it for him. He's yielding his turn back to Sam. With Mac on deck, with Jim on deck, you know the routine. 4 HP for the Raven. Yikes. He's going to try and kill you. That's what's going to happen here. He's going to try. He's going to try his best. The kid gloves are off.
Y'all might need to start booking it. I am going to go back to Hill Bills.
Okay.
And I don't know what kind of state she's in, but I'd like to heal her up, like, if she can, like, move, like, enough to move at least.
Oh yeah, you know what? If
Like,
you do
decent
your
amount.
major action, like heal with no without using any stim packs or anything on her, we'll say that gets her mobile. Her health points, yeah, we'll say she gets her 4 off of that as well if you succeed. Does that sound reasonable? If you want to do something
May
different.
I use stim packs? I'm gonna
Oh
save them
sure,
for the-
you can.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
absolutely.
I'm gonna save them for us.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll save them for us.
Above
We'll just
board,
do
I
this.
would too, because like, yeah, it's an NPC. I wouldn't be so worried. I mean, there you want to save them, but also, I'd save yourself.
Yeah.
3 successes, great. 3 back to the pool, because she doesn't really have an injury per se, but now she is up. With that, you patch her up enough. And we'll say you do jab her with some sort of stimulant there. That's our big issue, is that she's kind of down. And we'll say that's something. Maybe you got smelling salts or something like that for her. Something gets her back up on her feet. And she goes, that shot I took, I thought I was going to kill Alfred. I'm glad you're okay. Oh, it's not a problem. You did manage to kill that family over there, but I think they were already dead. Sam, anything else you want to do for your turn? You just filled up that action point pool, Mr. Action Boy.
I'll pass it on.
Okay.
And Hell's Bells can definitely chill as well.
Okay. Raven, we're back to you and Jim. I'm going to try and kill you both. This is like Dark Souls, says Raven.
Little
I love
moth
it.
buddy, we need you help, I pray, running away in fear.
Oh gosh. Okay. So you're gonna okay, sure. So you're gonna use your sort of praying to the Mothman. Well, I will tell you, you could use your major and minor action to go that extra distance with sprinting. Like you could use your minor to go a zone. I think your sprint, takes you the major action. Like I think it goes the whole other. Yeah, let's see. So sprint, you move 2 zones. Oh, okay. So you can move 3 zones in any turn. She's going that way. Okay. I don't know why I thought you were gonna retreat into the further end. Okay. Oh God, Jim! Jim, use the grenade! No! Okay, so Raven, you used what, your minor action? That's probably still minor action there. You could go further with your sprint.
Yes.
Okay, you can fire your weapon if you want. Oof. This is a heckin' tough combat, you guys. Didn't know the Wendigo had 5 damage resistance when I put him in here. He was a lore choice, not
I turn and fire.
a tactical choice. Okay, go for it. What are you shooting with? This is your rifle, hunting rifle. blast him away, Raven. Good AP, by the way, off of Sam's heal. That's really great.
Not bad.
You know, also a reminder to Sky's point that if you guys have a higher fire rate on these guns, you can load more ammo and shoot more. One success, though, clips. Yep, that's good. You're good. This is the point where you can decide if you want to use that extra round of ammo, by the way. If the hunting rifle has a... I'm checking because I don't remember. Fire rate of 0, so it does not take extra now. 3 damage. Nothing. Nothing, Raven. Didn't care. Jim, Mr. Handy, Wendigo. Andromeda High. Thanks for being here. How are you?
Okay, well, Jim.
Let's get Jim back on the screen.
I yell, Jim, run.
The hunting rifle has 6 base damage.
Oh.
There should be 2 more.
Raven, why are you rolling them separate, by the way? You're not using the pre-gen gun. I'd stick to those as best you can. That's a good point that Sam's Sky's calling out. I would not recommend you use raw combat dice unless you have a specific reason to. Just out of letting it manage that stuff. You guys got a lot to keep track of, and I'll be honest, I think all of us are probably not employing everything we've got. That is to say, I have a feeling that there's probably some perks that are going unutilized. Raven, I bet you've got a lot. I don't think you've employed maybe any of those throughout this. Like, I don't know that you've like channeled like center mass or anything like those ones. So this might be something you want to be careful about. You yell, Jim, run! So, do you need to roll 2 more combat dice for that, Raven? For your hunting rifle? There you go. 2 more, but it didn't do it. Nothing. Nothing. Sorry, Jim. Apologies. Back to you. That was a good call.
Healing is a minor, right?
Should be your major action. And how are you healing? You're using your actual like you're doing a first aid action, or you're sticking yourself with a stim pack.
Stim pack.
That should be minor. Then yes, you're correct.
Okay. So major, I will be running away.
So here, let me just call out. So you could do your major action, which would let you use your healing perks on yourself, and then you could use your minor action to get 1 zone away. Unless you're trying to get... So yeah, there's 2 different ways to do it. You can focus more on healing, use your stim pack and your healing skill. That would be your major, and then use your minor to flee. Or you could reverse that, and you could just stick yourself with a stim pack and use your major to get 2 zones away.
I'd like to get 2 zones away.
Okay, so minor action to stim pack yourself. If it's a regular stim pack, then it's 4 HP back immediately.
Okay.
And then you could go at least to where they are, but you'd be going further if you so wish to use your entirety of it. You could probably get to the very south side of this map if you choose to. Or, I mean, you could run further into the grotto too. And if you're running into the grotto, I would say that one probably takes you at least to that. You see where like you're almost right near the grass. You'd be in that like impasse right near the grass over there, which is coming back where you came. Heck yeah, Jim's going in. I love it. This is good, Jim. I like it.
Okay. So I've yeah. So
Yep.
I'm now 7 HP instead of originally 3. So that's good.
Bless.
And then I gotta just take away the stim pack. But yeah. And then yeah, that's my turn.
Beautiful. The Wendigo is at medium range with you all over here, and he is going to target Sam with a scream. He is going to scream at you. He needs a hit under 15. He rolled a 3 and a 2. God, these dice are on fire on my side, which is not so great for our players. 3, 4, 5, 6 damage coming in. Sam, he hits you 2, 4, 6, 7 points. 2 of those are effects. So 2, 4, 6, 7. Yes, 7 points. This is going to hit, just so you know this to look for damage. Right leg is the major area that impacts because we're going to hit the ground. And this is going to result in a stun. And he has burst on this. So burst, the attacker may hit an additional target within close range for each effect rolled. It's going to be a hit an additional target. So his damage he does 7 to Jim. Oh, no, pardon. To Sam, to Raven, and to Mr. Handy. He's kicking 7 damage your way each. And that will hit your right legs. It's just a ground blast. I will take care of Mr. Handy right now while you two sort out yours. This is an energy attack, by the way, just a heads up. So this is looking for energy resistance.
That's 6 to my leg. Does that mess me up?
It does. That's a good call. Sorry, I hadn't got that far. Yeah, I guess everyone that gets hit in the leg that's taking more than 5 is going to have the fall prone effect. So I guess he like blasts, dude. He is so radically enraged that this blast just echoes through louder than ever before, knocking you prone to the ground. You may no longer take the sprint action, and the move action is now a major action for you until those damages are healed. Those are critical hits. He fucking let loose. That was just his normal scream attack, I promise. There's nothing fancy to it. He does that to Mr. Handy, too. I got to calculate him in. Sorry, gang. Let me do that real fast.
1 horsepower, left eye dead soon.
God.
No. No.
This is a big boss fight, though, for what it's worth. Current point value.
Not
Yeah.
joking.
Yeah, Mr. Handy's down to 2 HP, and his you see his jet starts it like starts to sputter, and he for even a second just crashes to the ground before it's able to sort of catch him again, and he begins to hover low. Sam, we're back to you, but you are stunned this turn, and so you don't have a normal action, but you can spend AP to take additional action. So no major, no minor, but you have the ability to spend AP from your pool to do any of the normals. You could heal yourself or them.
Yes, I'm going to use 2 AP to heal.
Go for it. Thank you for the raid. Welcome aboard.
Can I use the stim pack?
Sure, absolutely. So this will be 2 AP out of the pool for you to use. You're doing your full healing cycle, right?
Yes. So healing the leg, using stim pack for health. So no health off heal,
Great.
but health off of the stim pack.
So 4 HP back, then is my guess.
Yes.
Perfect. Easy to remember as long as you got the 4 and the 4. I'll forget as soon as it changes. Okay.
Yes.
2 successes.
Yes,
2
yes.
AP back into the pool. The very same cost that you... oh, wait, I'm sorry. 1 AP back in the pool because there was an injury. Well, wait. Yeah, you had the injury before this, correct. Sorry, the whole question we just asked about the stim pack thing was making me wonder. But yeah, one AP back for that. Now you're good.
I will pay 1 AP to leave. I'm gonna walk. Is that possible?
Sure, absolutely.
All
Yep,
right.
yep. You can go. Let's say you go to the edge of the map there, and we'll just put you right. Perfect.
And I yell out, like, we need to get out of here. We need to go now.
Okay, Raven, we're back to you. 1 HP, not joking. I love how she says not joking. Oh no. Oh no! Come on, gang! How much health does he have left? But he's pretty low, but his damage resistance is killing you guys. That's the hard part here. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, Raven. You got a big bomb, right? Throw it. End him. For my sake. For your GM's sake. I don't want to be here for a 4th week next week. That's why I'm ready to kill you guys. Let's go.
Oh my god.
We're not ended in here tonight. Well, let me put it this way.
Sam, I have bottle cap mine. I could us.
Have you ever been
I mean,
abducted? By Wendigo.
I don't know if you can throw that towards him. I don't know what the range is on that. But if you want to try it, we're all at decent ways away from it.
That's an interesting idea.
YOLO.
So let's see. Constructed. Yeah, so I think probably in the sense of combat with a bottle cap mine, we just need him to step on it. Is kind of the tricky thing here. I don't know that we did the other thing last time when you guys were not like directly throwing it at him. But I think since you're throwing it at a monster this time, it probably works more like a traditional mine where you're placing it down and trying to lure him, which is the question of the moment. So I don't know which way he's going to go yet, but he's got 2 different targets running. Like he's got a gym he could go into the thing and get, or he could get you guys to the south. Raven, also as a reminder, this is still you being stunned this turn. So if you choose to use your mine, that does cost you probably 2 AP to put that down. Just as a heads up. I don't really know if there's specific rules to deploying a mine. Oh, I can... Whoop. What you thinking, Raven? You're gonna deploy it? So this is a bottle cap mine. 6. It would be 6 combat dice. Its qualities would be
No
blast.
other Chosy.
Okay, sure. Okay, a warning. When you make an attack with a blast weapon, it doesn't choose a single target. Instead, it selects a single zone that you can see and make the appropriate skill to attack with basic difficulty of 2, adjusted for range as normal. If you succeed, every creature and other damageable targets in the zone suffer the weapon's damage. If you fail, your misplaced attack is less effective. Roll only half. Really? I don't exactly understand where that subset of rules comes from. When placed in prime to mine, becomes a dangerous object that damages anyone who comes within reach of it. If it has blast quality, it will affect additional characters in the zone, which it does. So frag mines, pulse, plasma. Mines are considered dangerous objects that require an agility plus athletics test to avoid when triggered. Oh, you can avoid mines. I did not know that. He would not have such a problem. So this would be using your explosive skill, I think. That's what we've said before. This is a question we hit every week. Yeah, explosives and perception to lay this down. I think difficulty 1's fine. So we'll put an action point back in your pool, because not... Well, hold on. Okay, I've put the points in correctly, because she's spending 2 to do it, and then she gained 1 back. So... Are you just kind of putting that right where your character is then? Is sort of the sense... That's what I might... Well... Whew. If I were actually in a moment like this, I would want to deploy it at the bottleneck, but I don't think you're... I don't know that you got... Yeah, you could spend AP to do that. And it's sort of wherever you want to put it, Mac. You let me know. Where do you want to place that bottle cap mine? And we'll figure out what's going on. Thank you again for the raid in chat. I appreciate that. Welcome aboard, everyone. We're playing our Fallout TTRPG tonight. Absolutely love it. Fun game. Been playing it for near a year. We took it just live 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. This is our 3rd episode live. There's a Substack. There's Twitch, YouTube, Instagram. We got multiple episodes. We're going to be doing this for a while. I hope my comrades will still like me after tonight. After we TPK them, will they be happy? Will they keep playing with me? No. You should have listened to Tom. He just called you back to town. Come back. Oh, no.
He said morale
Limp
could
to
come
place
down
it at the bottleneck and limp back Sam.
Oh.
Limp to place it at the bottleneck. Oh, so you're going to go forward and then come back. Okay, so it's costing her an action.
Yeah.
So she's going to go up there and she's placing it down. So that's your minor action to get up that far. So that's one of these gone. I don't know that she's allowed to spend an extra action point to get back, but I'm certainly willing to like cheese that if the group agrees that I think that's pretty, especially if she'd spend an extra action point for it. I'm just putting that out there to the team. She's just in an awkward positioned pickle where I think that's probably the best place to put the bottle cap mine. And in fact, you getting that close to it, here's the trade-off I'll give, is if you're willing to spend an extra AP and do that, we'll say that also is the taunt because you're getting close to it. And then, oh God, a raven's going out in a bang. Technically by the rules, I don't think you get an option to retreat out of this because you're already into your additional actions, but I'm not sure if you're allowed to spend an extra one. I'd be willing to let it happen because I like narrative stories. So if the gang's okay with it, she could spend an extra action point to run forward and place that. Otherwise, Raven, you end your turn where you are, and you got a bottle cap mine at your feet.
Yeah, I'm more than okay with her doing it.
I did spend the app.
Well, for the extra one. Okay, yeah. Okay, great. So we'll say you run up there, you place the bottle cap mine, and then you retreat backwards as best you can to here. Okay, Jim, you're maxed on your turn there, Raven. So I'm going to go ahead on. You've primed a bottle cap mine. It is in, it will say it's near that skull up here. That's just going to be our mental marker. Not that it matters too much. Jim, you and then Mr. Handy and then the Wendigo. End this.
All right. Let's see what I got here. Ooh.
Yeah, this game's great, Varg. I love it. We got a whole world outside of this too. They're in a super cool grotto.
Okay. I got an interesting thing here.
Yeah.
I will use, well, for the next turn, interesting, but for this turn, I will just go ahead and use a major, and I'll just.
I don't think you got hit like we did.
Yeah, he did not get hit with the thing. Sorry, what was that? Sorry, I'm just confused. What were you saying to Sky in relation to him spending extra AP?
Yes.
Yeah, that's true, Jim. If you were thinking that, you don't need to spend extra AP yourself.
No. I'm just moving.
Yeah, no, you're good.
And then I'll end my turn here.
Ooh. Oh no, Jim, you re-taunted it. Fudge. Okay, that's an awkward pickle for me to be in at the end of that turn because as the GM, I was treating it that Raven taunted it by getting close to it, and that was sort of the advantage to her turn. So Jim has gotten back in proximity to it, and now it's pretty well latched on to Jim at that range. And so you still have it. I mean, I think to be fair, I'll give you the option if you don't want to do that, Jim. But just above board, her getting in that vicinity was what, what lured it. You're there. He's going to want to kill you next because you're right like Adam. I could deploy Mr. Handy to go up there and try and lure him and almost suicide with the mine. I mean, that's an option. I don't see...
Please, no.
Okay, then he's going to go after Jim and ignore the mine. Jim, he's coming at you, man. Yeah, actually, it's going to take him his whole action just to get over to you.
Oh, good.
The question is, I feel like... Oh, he's going to spend an AP to attack. 5 and a 16. He connects. He's going to hit with claws. He's doing it because he would. He's doing it because you're there. He's going to do 5 physical damage, 5 combat dice worth of damage. He deals to Jim 3, 4, 5 points of damage that's physical to your right arm. 5 physical to the right arm. You don't have any resistance is what you said, right?
No.
Okay, so any object you're holding in that hand is dropped automatically. So if you got a weapon in there, it's probably dropped. The arm is broken or otherwise unable to move, and you cannot perform an action using that arm by itself or alongside your other arm. So any weapons that take 2 arms to use would now go up a difficulty, I believe that is. I didn't double check that rule, but I'm pretty sure it adds a difficulty to it. Your arm is considered injured, of course, from his critical attack. He is also now taunted to Jim, so he is not interested currently in the bottle cap mine location. Just as an above board warning to everyone, he's going to end his turn there and return it to Sam. The party needs him to go south. Goodbye, Jim. It was nice knowing you. Hey, in Scotland. Hello. Bumats, how you doing? Welcome aboard. Thank you for joining us. This is our Fallout 2D20 game, and it's lovely. I enjoy the heck out of it. Medicine and intelligence. You're healing Raven.
Raven. It just, it didn't work.
It does, though. Wait. It should. She doesn't have an injury, right, Raven?
Oh, I didn't pass at all.
As long as she doesn't have an injury, you don't need to. It's a difficulty 0.
Oh.
Yep. Raven, you don't have an injury, right? I don't think she does. I think you've treated all her injuries in the past.
No Bobo.
No boo-boo. Okay, you're good. Yeah, you can go ahead and do that heal. That works.
So that's 4 health back.
4 health to Raven. Anything else for you, Sam?
I will pass on my turn.
Okay, Raven, you're up. What are you doing? You gotta get that Wendigo off of Jim.
Yeah, I mean, if you might be able to hit it with your 308. It's got pretty long range.
Can she get range on? It is right around a corner.
Yeah.
And I'm using a
just right
mapping
behind the
tool to
corner.
do it too. Sorry, everybody at home. You can't see my mapping tool, but the alchemy has like a straight edged ruler in there. Specifically, like right behind this like outcropping of rock here that would mean that to hit him, you actually have to probably exit that hallway. Like, meaning I think you'd have to get to the same like height they are. But that also means, just to be fair, you're going to have to cross over your bottle cap mine to get up there, which is a difficulty 2 agility and something test. I could look that up one more time.
Yeah, and that will kill you. So I would probably just chill.
This is going to be a little bit of a pickle. Oh, go ahead, Sam. You go ahead. You talk.
Again, Raven, I mean, not to tell you what to do, but if we can't find any solutions, we can always rally. We can tell Jim, you got this, Jim. You got it, buddy.
That is true. You could rally. Everyone turns into cheerleaders. Kill him, Jim!
Good luck, Jim.
Good luck, man! Okay, you can roll... You could roll speech and charisma. You can roll a couple
Raven
things.
out by.
Okay, she's peacing out. Hi, Lou. Go lay down, buddy. We're not ready yet. We're almost. I think we're almost. We're somewhere. I'm not sure if we're done or not, but we're almost somewhere. Major actions. So its default is endurance plus survival if you want that one, Raven. Or you could do your speech and charisma. But either way, go ahead and roll that up. It's a difficulty 0. You're generating AP off of any successes. Yes, thank you, chat, for coming in. Let me put a link into our Substack. I should have done that. This is where we publish all the episodes throughout the week. And some bonus content, too. I want all of you, one of you, whomever, to come on the show and talk about the nightmare that was the battle with the Wendigo. Raven, roll it up. What do you choose? An endurance, survival, or charisma and speech? Oh, did she just roll it? Sorry. I missed that. Okay, you generate 1 AP to back to the pool. I'll put that in there right now. Okay. Jim, you are up. You are in a predicament because you got a Wendigo on you. If you go towards your comrades, if you run towards them, the bottle cap mine you'll have to dodge that, meaning you have to roll difficulty 2. Your other option is to retreat further in the cave, but realistically, I can't see a reason it doesn't try and follow you. Though it does have a wounded leg, and so it can't attack on the same range that's catching up to you. So I do believe you could outrun it, potentially, probably. But I'll also add it's probably going to do a lot better in the dark than you are. Sorry, Sam. What?
Oh, your gun is on the ground as well.
That's true, and your arm's broken. Good call.
Okay. I did say I had a special plan.
Okay.
To try. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this.
You can take your time. I'm excited for it.
Okay, all right. I'm just gonna go right in because, like, you know, the story. This is how it is. This is destiny. All right, I'm pulling out my acid soaker.
Okay.
And I'm trying to see if maybe the acid might actually do something to the thing.
Okay, let me check the acid soaker here. Are acid soakers one or two-handed weapons? It's inaccurate and it's debilitating. So I'm guessing that means it's a one-handed weapon. Damage effects are breaking and persistent. Because I think it would tell us if it needed 2 hands. Difficulty of any tests. Sorry. What is this? The difficulty treating any tests with injuries inflicted by a debilitating weapon increased. Okay. When making an attack with an inaccurate weapon, you gain no benefit from aim action. Okay, so aim won't help you in this. Whoa, Jim! This is crazy. For each effect rolled, you will reduce the damage resistance on whatever part of the creature you hit. So, yeah. Okay. So, oh, wow, that's a blast from the past. Okay, Jim, let's see. It is a close range weapon. You got it if you want to do it.
So, so just to be clear, it is small guns?
It is energy weapons.
Energy weapons, okay.
I also will call out that this is an energy weapon, and the damage type it's dealing is poison, and I don't think anyone ever figured out if this thing is susceptible or immune to poison, also as a warning.
Okay, here we go.
No successes on the first. You could use luck if you got any reroll, but you can't use aim.
I will use luck.
Okay.
So how much is it to reroll 1?
Well, 1 luck per point you're rerolling, and you only need a difficulty of 1 to hit them. So as long as one of those hits a success.
So wait, if I spend 2, I can reroll both, right?
Yes. And I don't know that there's a good reason to do both of them at the same time. Here we let people do it one each, which is a long-term a better thing, probably.
Okay, all right. So I'll just do the one first.
Yeah. If it's a roll that you can't do it, be damned. I don't care. Because I think it just makes more sense. Why would you, you know? Success. Okay.
Yes. Oh.
You hit them, and how much damage are we going to do here? What are we looking at?
And again, feel free to use AP if it's a 2 rate fire, but I don't know if it is.
It has, yes, it does have 2 fire rate. So he could add extra to it.
I will phone the team and ask them their thoughts on if I should. Should I?
I mean, we got to get ourselves out of this pickle, so by all means.
Okay, all right. So how much is that to add to the fire rate or whatever it is?
It's one of your ammo per. So if you want to do, so you spend an extra ammo, you can add 2 extra ammo to this, and that would be 2 extra combat dice. So it's going to roll 3 by default, and you could roll up to 5 if you want for combat dice.
I've only got 2 more rounds, or 2 rounds total. So give me that extra. I'll spend the extra. Ammo.
Okay, all in on the ammo, all in the acid soaker.
So that would be all right. 4 then.
Yep, correct.
Okay, here we go.
Come on, effects. Okay, one effect. That is gonna hit him right in the face. You hit him. So in the face, he loses 1 damage resistance to his face. That's all it's taken so far. Let's see. If one effect's rolled and the target suffers the weapon's damage again at the end of their next and subsequent turn, that's not going to unfortunately do very much for him. So he's now down to a 4 in his damage resistance in his face.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else for Jim? Any retreat? Anything? I don't know that he has anything left.
Do I still I don't have anything left, do I? I don't believe I do, but
I think you have a minor.
a minor. Okay.
He pulled out the weapon, didn't he?
Oh, yes, you're right.
That'd be
You're
a
right, you're
minor.
right.
Okay.
You're right.
I just remembered it. You said that.
Can I if at all possible,
Sorry, if you asked the question, that didn't come through. I heard if it's possible.
oh, sorry. I would, if it's possible, I'd like to spend an AP to heal.
Stim pack?
With a stim pack.
Sure, absolutely. Yep, 1 AP. Stick that into you.
Okay.
Take that out of the pool right now. And if Jim's concluded, Mr. Handy's up. Gang, what do I do with Mr. Handy? Anything? Nothing? Could taunt with him? I don't know. You got a great strategy. You guys just got to implement it. Max says 30-minute warning.
If he can taunt, maybe we could try it.
I mean, taunt's not really a mechanic per se. I'm just saying. I mean, I think he could, but to even get his attention, he's got to go over. I mean, can he fly over the bottle cap mine? His legs weaken, so he's got to use a major action to get up there.
Can we just start getting ready for him to like head out? I personally think we should try to retreat. I'm thinking I have some plans. I don't know. I didn't want to start talking about it until my next turn.
Well, why don't you guys? So you got 30 minutes. I personally would love to see you guys get out of here, and I would love to see people get out of here without dying. But you got a trap that somehow sort of backfired on you because of the the exact placing is what's a little rough. Sam, Raven, and Mr. Handy, if I feel like the trick is trying to get him away from Jim. I'm struggling to see how you guys don't lose Jim in this situation is sort of where I'm thinking. Because that Wendigo's probably just realistically not going to give up, right? We all know Wendigos in Fallout. I can't see it being like, unless you guys can do something that would, I don't know. I don't know. When the GM says, I'm not sure. Jim can run, but it's going to pursue him. It doesn't even have eyes on you is the problem to Sam, to Mac, and to Alfred. What's the team? You might want to talk about your idea, Sam. I don't know. And I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but you might.
I mean, no, that's more than okay.
Because he's going to come up next.
I was thinking about potentially trying to run on back through and at least try to, maybe shine Mac's flashlight through the crevices that we were going through before, and maybe just try to, like, guide Jim back through that hole. Give him a little bit of extra help getting out if he tries to escape that way.
Okay. So you're going to go back through the radiation, Sam, and then out to the main lobby, and then back up that pathway that Raven and you took, and then meet Jim on the other side.
Yes.
I think that's reasonable. It took you guys quite a many turns to get there, though. Being honest, like, it took you a while to get there. I imagine that path is quite long. It would probably take you about, I think 2 turns to get there would probably be pressing your luck. But if you're burning all your stuff, if you're moving 3 zones per thing, yeah, it's probably 2 turns maybe to get there, and that might just put you in the grotto, to be honest. That's a long distance.
Yeah, for sure. I just,
bad plan.
I'm unsure of what else we could really do.
Sure.
And I don't know about going all the way in there. Just like getting in there enough that we could maybe meet in the middle or something, if he starts running that way. So that way he's not just in the dark trying to get back out.
Absolutely. You could absolutely try it. I 100% think that's acceptable. So if you're going to go do that, then I guess I'll swap the scene here quickly just so you can see where you are. So that would put you, you guys are about, let's say, I don't know if you can see them when I move them off the map there. It's kind of not really. They just disappear. But this is sort of where you guys are, Sam, somewhat. And so you're kind of going back here, and I'd say in 1 turn you could probably get yourself back into that other hallway. So, I think you could probably come down. You're probably going to take some radiation damage, and then you'd go up back this way, and then that would put you about in that little thing going into the next.
That sounds good to me.
Okay.
I'll use, sprint and all that, whatever I have to do to get the extra movement.
Yeah. Raven, is there anything? The Wendigo. Oh my God. The Wendigo is up, you guys. Well, it's not even his turn. I'm sorry, but that's still true what you would do there. We're sure Mr. Handy, nothing. We're not doing him, right? He's just gonna stay where he is. Sorry, chat.
I mean, I don't
really want you to lose him, but
yeah,
I don't want you to lose
know.
Jim either.
I know, but what we could lose both of them.
Absolutely.
That's what worries me too.
Okay. Then the Wendigo's up, and Jim, unfortunately, he is going to continue his attack on you. He threw a dice on the floor. He rolled a 12 and a 19. The 12 is under the 15. He needs a hit. Take that out of here. He does 2, 4, 6, 7 points of damage to your left leg. With no resistances, he's taking Jim, shattering his leg as your leg is in horrendous shape right now, if we can even call it a leg with that attack. I don't think there's any resistance to it. And he doesn't do any kind of stun with that either. Jim, do you have 7 points of health?
Yes.
Okay. So he survives that round with the Wendigo. Sam, it's your turn. You are about here. Sort of here, we'll say. He went back down and around. I don't know if there's any rules about sprinting as your other AP. I don't know if that's what you would want to do, but I don't know that that's a possibility. I just want to throw it out there. You maybe could if you want. I wouldn't be opposed to it if that's something you're interested in. But I don't know that it is. You guys only have 2 AP back in the pool. It probably wouldn't help you get there very fast.
I will wait.
Okay. Raven.
And if Mac... I was going to say if Mac wants to follow me, by all means, because I technically didn't grab the light off of her, which is what I was kind of intending.
And your radiation.
Oh, yes. How's the radiation?
2 points. 2 points of radiation as you truck through all those barrels. Thanks for the follow. As you truck over all those barrels, you're hit with a bit of radiation. Sorry, everybody. I was a little remiss on my map. He's off down around the side of the map and going up and around. So a little bit of radiation damage from trucking over barrels. Max HP is reduced by 2. That does put it in Raven's hand. We got 20 minutes on the clock, folks, before we wrap it up for tonight. Raven, what you got? Sort of part of the problem is like trying to even like again taunt the guy. He's too locked on it. In fact, can the Wendigo eat Jim? If undisturbed, the Wendigo will attempt to consume its prey as a major action. It inflicts an immediate injury on a dying humanoid character within reach, and the character must immediately make an endurance plus survival test to avoid. A Wendigo will not do this ability if it has been attacked this turn or if there is an enemy within close range. So I think you have to be dying for that to happen. Okay. He's going to eat Jim if he knocks Jim unconscious and he doesn't get hit with an attack in the same round. Oh, God, that's not promising. What did Raven say? Anything? She got a plan? I'm sorry, my Discord closed for a moment. It hid. It went to darkness. Wait, Raven's gone? Raven's back. Okay. We got her back. We got her back. Chat, thanks for the follows. Hi, welcome aboard to our Fallout Sunday night TTRPG session. My name is Kyle. I'm the overseer here. It says so on my uniform, and I also have my vault-tec card that says I'm the best employee of the month. And that's good, because someone's got to sell all these shelters. They're totally legitimate. If you want a spot, let me know. Bombs are falling. Total legit. Come on, Raven, you can do this. Just throw yourself on the bottle cap mine. No! 20 minutes, and Raven is going to do that. She's down here, everybody. This is our Raven and her Mr. Handy Alfred over there hanging out with a dead body. And I guess, what's her face is there with you? Hell's Bells is there with you, too. So Hell's Bells. Oh, my God. Hell's Bells is going to do it. She doesn't give a fuck what you want. She is running. Hell's Bells takes off with seeing what's going on. She is going to go over there, and she's going to do... What is this test to get over it? Can she use an AP to reroll? How does that work? She has luck. She can reroll one, right? I think that passes. Let me see. Let me make sure. How does that work again? Where did I read that earlier? Raven, you got any ideas?
She has my shotgun, so Jim, help her get out of there alive.
Oh, shit. Where was that screen? I lost how it said we had to roll with something to make sure you get past it. Oh, no. There's so many rules with these that I don't know the answer to. Debility. We have so many. tabs open tonight. I'm so sorry. Raven, you keep cooking while I'm doing my stuff. But please do decide what you guys want to do for your turns there while I'm busy. Don't wait for me.
Okay, I have flare and bottle bourbon. I use the All the app to jump the mine and run to Jim in blaze of glory yelling Mothman, holy light.
Oh, shit. Okay. A difficulty 2 agility and athletics test. So Hell's Bells sees this like kind of chaos, sees that Sam retreated back that way, and she just kind of gets ready to book it forward. But it seems, I think Raven's pushing you, maybe kind of pushes her aside. You lit the flare, and now you need to do a difficulty 2 agility and athletics test. Oh, great. Wonderful. With ease, especially as she's the one that planted it. Oops, that's 1 AP back in the pool. Raven quickly jumps over that mine, knowing exactly where it is, being able to easily see that. Where are you going here? You're going to use your sprint action on this, probably, because looking how far you are, it might be every bit of your action to get up here. Let's see. That would be 1 zone, and this is 2 zones. So you have an option here where you could either... You could get there and have your major action available, and you would have sprinted once and then use an AP again. And then yeah, you're up here with sprint, though. Or are you... So your choice whether you want to burn an AP to get up this far. But you can do that. You can get here. You're moving 2 zones to get here.
Okay.
And you want your major action? Well, it's all about if you want to use a major action this turn. But it might be good if you're going to... Oh, God. If you're... You probably want to use a major action. Hit him with a... Is your hammer still out? No, your gun's out. You have your other one out, don't you? Jim's gun's on the floor, too. Just as a reminder, whatever gun that was, Jim dropped. I forget what you were holding before the acid soaker. His head has 1 less damage resistance on it. Ooh.
I throw the bottle at him.
Dude, just do a simple throw check for me, Raven. It's not so much out of the difficulty. We're just trying to see if this actually like catches his attention. So thrown and agility. Yeah. Oh. Hits off the wall next to him. Oh man, Raven, you got any way to re-roll that? I don't think she does. And I think she's kind of...
No.
Well, now you could start to make deals with the devil, I guess. You could try another major action if you want to buy an action point from me. But I'm thinking, you seem pretty spent on my side. You guys got 15 minutes.
Sure, Satan.
Okay, I will put it this way. At this point in the sessions, to kind of urge it along, you guys feel a massive rumbling in the cave from those explosions earlier. This place begins. You got dust that starts to pour down in these bits. The place starts caving in slightly, slowly. You can tell that this place is about to go. Raven, where you are, you hear Mr. Handy or your Alfred yell, "It's getting bad over here! I think the ceiling is collapsing!" And this whole area over here is kind of key, is open to cave in. This will say it's the whole area, yeah, over here. So this area, probably not a good one to stay in long term. If you got anything else you want to do, Raven, you could hit him. You could throw that bottle, I suppose. You did throw the bottle, I guess. Huh? Got anything else you can throw at him? You throwing the flare at him? That might not be a good idea because I don't know if he'll chase that. I'll give you that.
I also tell Jim to run to the pond. I got this.
Oh, Jim's leg is eviscerated. His ability to run is about gone. He can take a major action. No, he has to spend AP points to move, I think is what that is. Let me double check. Immediately fall prone. So Jim is prone right now on the ground. He can no longer take the sprint action. Move action is now a major action, not AP. Sorry. My bad. That's a good idea. Okay. I think that concludes Raven's turn. Did you want to, like, throw something else, though? Because I'll give you that AP point back if you don't have anything you want to throw at him. If you're not doing a second major attack, you let me know. But Jim, now it comes to your turn.
I'm good.
Jim, you're prone, which means you need to spend a minor action to get up if you're trying to run. And then that'll be your major action to try and get out of there. And you'd be able to go about to the close to the grass. You could get about where you were before. You know. That's about
I'll do it exactly that.
Okay. Okay, Jim's out of there, Raven.
Ugh.
Thank goodness.
Oh.
Mr. Well, Jim, you see Jim kind of like limping away, Raven, and you're waving that flare at the Wendigo. Mr. Handy uses a bit of his stuff to come closer. He goes, Raven, you really need to get out of here or you're dead in the next few moments. And he's gonna use his major action to sprint
Run
the whole
out.
way back. And yeah. Okay. The Wendigo is up. Oh my god, Raven, Sam's so far away. I think it might make more sense to like kind of do this turn in a different order where Raven and the Wendigo are going similarly. Because now your goal is, so he can't attack on the same turn. He's got to move and then attack because of his injury. And so Raven, you need to like get down here. You're gonna have to do that same agility test again. Get over that mine. And I'm just gonna say he's latched. He's gonna follow you. He's gonna hold his action until you move, is what he's gonna do. So you need to decide now. He's on you. You got him. All eyes on you. If you stay put a turn, he's gonna attack you the next. If you keep moving, he'll try and follow you. That's his basic leashing mechanic. Okay. So you went over the mine then. Okay. So, as Raven and the Wendigo in close proximity follow afterwards, Raven knowing you sort of knowing where the mine is, sprints over the area as she hears a click. And underneath of her, with the Wendigo in exact tow, the bottle cap mine explodes. It does 6 combat dice worth of damage. Why don't you go ahead and do the honors and roll that up for us? 6 combat dice worth of blast damage. Just six old combat dice. You don't have to roll anything fancy. Okay. So with that, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. With that, Raven takes 8 damage explosive, and so does the Wendigo. The Wendigo, all that Jim and Sam hear echo through the cave is a massive explosion that rocks the place again. Dust shoots out of various corridors as you hear this piercing, horrific scream as the Wendigo burns in a pile, almost still trying to crawl out of flame and of debris falling upon them both. Raven, do you have any health left? I don't know what your health was. 2, 4, 6, 8 damage. This is physical damage. So,
I had 5 horsepower.
Okay. Okay. So with that, Raven is in a state of dying, which we've not done before. And we'll kind of look into this and see where we stand. So Raven is dying when a character's health is reduced to 0, which it's technically something like -3. They suffer an injury to the location struck. This would be your legs. And they fall prone and start dying. If they suffer a critical hit and are reduced to 0 HP, they suffer 2 injuries, 1 for the crit and 1 for being... You definitely scored a crit. So you have 2 injuries from this. While they're dying, they're unconscious. They can't recover HP from first aid actions and cannot take any actions. Furthermore, at the start of each of your turns, while they're dying, you must attempt endurance and survival with a difficulty equal to the number of injuries. If they suffer. Okay. So, comrades, at this sort of junction in the night, the Wendigo is dead. It has screamed its last scream. Jim is in really terrible shape. Sam is a distance away. I would like to take us out of combat orientation here, but I technically can't. Now comes the question of, can she be saved? Jim is close, but not doing well himself. So Raven, your turn is ended, but Jim, it comes back to you if you want to try anything. Stabilizing her is sort of the thing of the time right now. Like, that's sort of the most pressing. Assuming you guys want to save her. I'm assuming you do. Maybe you don't. But let's see. How do we heal people in combat? Treating an injury. Stabilize the dying. It's the first aid action. You can have to stabilize a dying character. It requires an intelligence and medicine test with a difficulty equal to the number of injuries the patient has. Okay. So if you're looking to get over there, I don't know if that's something you can or want to do, Jim. But your leg's busted, so it's your major action to move.
I do want to go over there because one of my perks is healer.
Great.
So I will hobble over there.
Yep. Hobble on over, man. He's going.
Wait, how far can I go?
You can't use sprint. You can go one zone at a time. So here where you were.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's about your one turn.
Okay.
And then Sam,
right.
You are.
Question.
Yeah.
Is everything kind of still shaking, or perhaps what? Oh, I was just gonna say, perhaps did that bottle cap mine happen to shift it back to
Honestly,
settle it down?
that was sort of my assumption on that as well. I think you're fine for now. I think that there'll probably be redecoration to this corridor in the future, meaning it probably looks different than it does now. But for the sake of us doing what we're doing, I think it's stable enough. The shaking sort of stops. 5 horsepower. Wolf's laughing about that. Isn't that hilarious? So I think you're stabilized for now in the environment. That is.
How much is it to get back there? What am I paying?
Did we say it's I think you're only 1 full turn there. I think so. So to get back to where you were would be 1 full turn, pass back through the radiation pits. I'm sorry, that's not funny, but you have to pass back through the radiation pits, and you're back here, I think. So that puts you within, both you and Jim are within 1 turn of her. That's if you used all major and minor on that.
Then can I spend 1 AP to move?
Sure.
And get to her, and then buy 2 AP from you to heal her? Is that possible?
No, I don't think you can buy. I think you can only buy AP during the test, is what we determined last time. I don't think you can buy it outside of a test condition.
Copy that.
So when you're about to heal her, you could buy some, but I think right now you can't. So you're both stuck just watching her.
Just right in arm's reach.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll say honestly, there's probably a lot of debris covering her. I think that hallway is probably pretty fucked. Like I again, for sake of like movement and things, I think your characters can traverse it, but you're crawling over like what is now like a half filled. She's probably got maybe a good deal of rock upon her, maybe like 2 or 3 feet worth of rock has collapsed onto her. Maybe at best about what you're seeing is her hand sticking out from under there. Maybe hand, half her body, something like that is jutting from the rock, and it's just the tunnel has collapsed upon her. So,
could she buy it in this endurance test?
Probably yes. She could buy, but again, I think these ones have to be then utilized directly in the test, is my understanding. So she could.
Oh, and that was going to be my thing. If you, Raven, if you want to, I mean, make a deal with the devil. We need you to survive. So,
agreed. Here's your test, Raven. So, so that you don't die, you are rolling an endurance plus survival test with a difficulty of 2.
I see the light Mothman. I ran the race, mama. I am coming home. Cough, cough.
Fuck yeah. Just to be clear, if you roll a 19 or 20, this is considered a fail on this test, and you will die, as per the rules. So say your prayers to the Mothman now. May his light forever shine upon us.
I will buy all the app needed.
So 6 AP can max you out. Then, so if you're buying 6 AP for me, Kyle gets 6 AP. That gives you all 5 of your dice to roll on that. Yeah. By the way, I want to make a correction. I don't believe that complication range is a death range. I'm sorry. I wanted to reword that. She's fine with what roll she did. Just for clarity's sake, I don't know what the hell a 19 or 20 complication range is when you're passed out dead, effectively. But when it says you fail, you die, it actually means if you had rolled no successes, you'd be dead. You pulled through by the skin of your teeth on that one because of 1 die. I think you crit on that one, maybe? So she is stable-ish. Jim, it is your turn.
It's my turn. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta hobble some more. So so that's gonna be what, major?
Correct. Yep. Correct. Major action, and you can get right basically on top of her. As you're walking over that way, you also see like the charred hand of the Wendigo and like sticking out of the rock as well. And when you're hobbling over there and your foot hits it, that arm is not attached to a body any longer. It just sort of just rolls down the rock face there. I don't know that you can do a heal on her this round, but you...
Okay, then I'll just end it.
Okay. Sam? Stabilize.
Yes, can I do it?
Yeah. You may.
Let me double check.
So I will put the rolls back into chat here for everyone to see. Whoops. Well, yeah. Okay.
I have 1 stem back left.
So you're doing an intelligence and medicine test, difficulty 2 because of her injuries. Passing the test restores the character to 1 HP, no longer dying, and their player no longer has to attempt those tests anymore. Character remains unconscious and unable to take actions. If radiation damage has reduced their maximum health points to 0, they can't be stabilized. That's irrelevant. If you stabilize the patient, you can spend if you stabilize the patient, you can spend AP to heal additional health points, but you don't have any right now. You can heal 1 HP for every AP spent. Okay, relevant. So that's where you stand.
Sorry, I was just reading up on stem packs.
You're fine.
Because she'll still be dead though, right? Like even if I fail and then use a stem pack.
She won't die from you not being able to heal her. she will go back into endurance and survival tests until somebody gets a difficulty 2 or higher on their healing, is my understanding of this. I don't think stim packs do that. I'll check. I'll double check because I don't want you guys to get screwed.
I think it only does health. But that's just what's kind of confusing, that if she is dead, then maybe I can't use a stim pack.
If you succeed on your test, you could heal her with that if that's what you're really... Well, you're stabilizing the dying. I don't know, actually.
Like, you see my conundrum?
The importance is saving her. Afterwards, you could absolutely apply a stim pack to her.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
All right.
I think the
I'm just
concern
wondering-
is... You got it.
My concern is it being used,
Wasted.
and then me failing the test.
Yeah.
And it being wasted.
We'll apply the stim pack after she lives, maybe.
Okay.
Come on, have some faith, gang. You're going to do this? Come on.
And difficulty of 2?
Yes, difficulty of 2.
I'll buy 2 die.
Okay. Deal with the devil then. So you're buying 3 AP from me.
Yes.
Whew! Okay, he's buying AP. Hey, Raiders, how are you? We're doing our weekly Sunday Fallout session. 5 successes!
Yes! Oh, beautiful.
Oh, they just saved their comrade's life. Holy crap. Oh, my God.
Thanks to you, Raiders. That was all because that was a look from the raid.
Yeah, Raiders, you saved Mac's life. Our comrades have been fighting the dreaded Wendigo, which, if you know your Fallout lore, that is a rich person who has decided to eat people because that's what the rich do. They're fucking greedy. And this one was in this cave. We are approaching the very end of this session because it's time for Raven's bedtime. I don't know, Sam or anyone, if you want to go into RP mode at all and say your thoughts to her. Raven was just imagining visions of the Mothman about to die, seeing the light at the very end of her own tunnel as she sees the Mothman spread his wings and his holy embrace. The light shines upon her, but instead of death, instead of release from this wretched wasteland, Raven awakens as Jim stands basically over behind her and awakens to Sam in front of her, healing her. I will pass that all to you now.
Listen, Raven.
Mothman, take me. No, I want to go back.
Raven, I'm not much into the whole metaphysics and spirituality, but I think you may need to start teaching me about this Mothman character, because whatever he is or it is, saved our lives today.
Yeah, I sweep, some of the remaining pebbles off of her and pull her to her feet, and just give her a pat on the back and say, I'm so happy that we didn't lose you.
Mothman, I want.
Maybe it was Mothman telling you it's not your time yet. You have more business to do here on Earth for the Mothman.
Oh.
Let's see what we can take from here and get the hell out of Dodge. Because, I don't know how much longer this cave will stand up.
With that comment, you have a lot of loot in this space. There are a lot of bodies to be gone through. And as you're sort of digging through this, you are rewarded with quite a few caps as you're digging through these bodies. Everyone in the group gets 150 caps each. In fact, I sort of meant to call this out earlier, but we had a more pressing thing. But when the bottle cap mine exploded, I did want to mention how there were the sound of bottle caps bouncing all off of the walls. However, that didn't fit in with the death of our one of our characters. But yes, you each can take 150 caps apiece. Within that, there's also a couple... Ooh, where did I put my list earlier? I had it. Oh my gosh. There's been so many. I've opened so many tabs. Okay, with that, I've got a loot list for you all that I will put into the Discord chat and stuff. So, yeah, 150 caps a piece. You guys are going to get to roll here on some chems in a moment. But then you have that full list in front of you. I'm going to read this out for chat, but I'll let our comrades decide how they want to divvy this up. You find brain fungus. There's glowing fungus, beer, purified water. There are 2 stim packs and a Radaway. There, you find 38 ammo, 44 Magnum ammo. There is a combat shotgun in the mix, a 10mm pistol, and leather armor piece. That leather armor piece is going to be a right arm piece. I'm going to adjust that in here. Raiders, hello. Can I take a moment to just say hi to you all for a second and just say right arm? Yeah, we do this every Sunday night. It's a table full of comrades, all comrades here. And we do this every Sunday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. We kick off the pre-show. We bullshit for half an hour, get into the mindset of it. And then from 8 to 11, we run our game. And we've put this up on Substack. So if you want the links in chat, Substack, YouTube, Discord, Instagram, podcast. It's on Spotify and Apple and wherever the hell you get your podcast these days, folks. It's really fun. I love this game. I love Fallout, and it's coming more true every day. So we're going to be all eating Mothman meat in a minute. Where is the Mothman meat? Ask Fuzzy Numbers. Dig it out from the pile of debris. I'll show the I'll show the raiders that came in here. And when I say that word, my brain thinks Fallout Raiders. It's broken. But they're in this beautiful grotto that they found, accidentally found. They uncovered it. It was not planned. And it's got no real radiation down here. Yeah, pretty untouched, pristine space where there's some animals that are pre-radiation, pre-war. Sort of got its own nice little ecosystem flourishing down here. For the sake of defensibility of this cave, I also want to point out, because you guys addressed that you were interested in having this place as your own grotto or something before, with the explosion to this hallway, the place that you guys are now would be very easy to sort of barricade off, just for the sake of like RP, or I don't know that would matter in the future. If you put a settlement here or something, yeah, that might be more specific. But just for the sake of it, this hallway is pretty caved in. Also, there's radiation in front of it, so this would be a pretty defensible path. Just calling out. Anything, you guys want to go through more things with the loot? You want to do the rest of those rolls tonight? Or you want to save those for next time?
I think if Mac needs to leave, that's up to her. I mean, really, she's the one who rolls for that stuff. Not to pin that all on her. Oh.
I don't remember that, but that's fair.
The loot rolls? Is it like a specific roll, or is it like the survival roll?
Oh, no. This is just you rolling how many things of ammo you get.
Oh, okay. Well, then never mind. I'll do it.
Okay, cool. Because otherwise, I mean, we'd remember, right? Next week? Sure. Okay, so when you find 38 ammo, roll me 5 combat dice, 10 plus your result. 10 plus that. That's how much. Mac, thank you for playing with us. We'll have to catch up with you tomorrow. Maybe we could do the Q&A for you this week for the podcast. That might be it. We should get Mac somehow. We'll have her participate in that so she can tell us about her character. If anyone else wants to join her too, that's fine. You're all welcome. I don't have a day or mine yet. 1638. What's that mean? Sorry.
I'm trying to put a point, 16.38, sorry.
No, my brain, it's me. I should have understood that. That's just Kyle's brain.
16 horsepower.
That's right.
Yeah, I wonder how much, like, accumulated HP we lost this entire thing.
He was really strong. 44 ammo doesn't look to have a base one, so it's just however many combat dice, 6 combat dice worth. Oh, sorry. That's me. No, ignore that. I read the wrong. Oh, it's my brain's cooked. 2 combat dice, pardon me. It's 4 plus 2. Ignore the 6. I pulled up the gun and looked at that, and I was like, oh.
So 5.
13, 12, you're right. So 5, okay. A roll on the chems table. Let me go to the chems table. You guys have extra AP out there, but I don't know that you really want to. I mean, you could spend it on loot here if you want. We'll say next time.
If it's cool.
Yeah. Good.
Oops, sorry, I was going to say if it's cool with you, I'd like that 44 ammo.
That's fine. Yeah.
I know, puppy, we're going to leave soon, too. It's almost time. Chems. Okay. Where's the chems loot table? Ah. Where are the loot tables in this book? I don't use the loot tables enough. Maybe we'll save that one for next week just because I don't look at it. Aha! No. I found it. Okay, so we got 2 rolls on the table, or did it say 1 comma? Okay, so 1 to 2 rolls on the chems table means if you want to find an extra thing of chems, you could spend an AP to do that. Probably worth it, honestly. You got 3 in the pool. Might be worth selling.
Yes.
Okay. So 2 d20s are rolled. You're gonna... Okay. So 3 and a 5 is an 8. So 1 rat away. That's good. And then a 9 and a 10 is a 19. And a healing salve. There you go. You do find 2 junk as well. We're really bad at junk. If someone here want to add that to their character, though, you could add. I'm gonna give fancier junk though. I don't remember what types of junk you have, but this will be the fancier type because this is a boss battle, and so you're gonna get at least the second. I think it's the 2nd tier. Let me go look at Sam's character sheet briefly. I want to see how they mark that. What's it under equipment? Common, uncommon, and rare. So if someone wants to add, whether it's Jim or whether it's Sam, you can add 2 uncommon salvaged material. That's going to matter the day you guys want to do some crafting.
You're the repair guy, Jim, so by all means.
Yeah.
Fuzzy Numbers said put the fun back in fungus. That's a good one. I like that. Sorry. My brain's cooked tonight.
I will take the right away and the healing salve. Help out my comrades.
By the way, also congratulations. You all leveled up as well. So that is something to talk to Raven about next time. Which puts you guys at level 7. For those that are watching along, there's at least 21 levels baked into this game, but you can take it to any level you want. So they are a third of the way there. Forever, however long we're playing this, we've been at this for quite a long time. As I see it, you guys have officially cleared. This is, I don't know, I don't have this spread into acts, but this would be sort of the conclusion of Act 1. I mean, maybe even like a mid. Yeah, I mean, this was like Act 1 and then hard mode of Act 1, because you guys, I think the end of it was really going to the radio tower, and this was such an optional thing for you. This thing of saving Hell's Bells, and that I think is very worth it for you. So I just want to compliment the entire group on your patience for this. It was a very tough battle. You all did a shit ton of work in this. I'm sorry that this is the longest combat in the history of the world, but you've also done a great service for the town of Hope too, and I don't think that will be forgotten anytime soon. So in the next saga, the next adventure, you have 3 living party members, all alive. Whether you decide to take a long rest here in the grotto or decide to go back to Rusty Dusty Bones' farm, those are options. You could ignore all of that and go whatever route you want. You guys could give all this up and go back up to the pit. Okay, do whatever you want. Like, fuck out of Appalachia. I'm done with this shit. So, just open-ended for all of you. Any questions from some Sky or DK relating to loot or any loose ends that you guys really want to wrap up?
My only question is, what XP are we at now?
We'll just set you at the very beginning of XP level for 7, and that is I should have just Googled. I should have looked at my grid. 2,100. 2,100.
And what would be the next one?
2,800.
Sweet, thank you.
Yep. Yep. That means, by the way, Jim, Sam, you guys are adding 1 to your maximum HP. You are ranking up a skill by 1. Maximum of 6. You can't go above 6 on that. And then you gain your single perk for next time. So if you want to have the week to think about what your next perk choice is, I'll just put that in the Discord chat. +1. Yeah.
Real quick again, what was the XP to the next level?
2,800. I'm going to put that in this chat here. I'm going to do this because otherwise I'll forget for Mac and I'll have to do all that silly looking again. +1 perk. Okay, what I want from both of you, though, is confirmation on the HP and the skill for tonight. And what I mean by that is if we misplace anything, that's what it's going to be. So please give yourself both an HP point, and please give yourself both a skill point before you wrap it up, just so you don't forget those. The perk,
Okay.
easier to remember those.
I'm got it 19 HP, and I added 1 to small guns, so we're at 4 now.
Beautiful. Better chance to hit. Again, Raiders, thanks for coming in. This is something we do every week, and we hope you'll join us again. Wednesdays when this usually gets syndicated to YouTube. And then there might actually be a podcast version earlier. That might come out. I'm deciding if that's going to be Tuesdays or Thursdays. I should probably say Thursdays so I don't beat myself up too much to, like, get this out the door. Kind of crazy because, you know, that artwork, I don't know if you guys saw it, but the artwork that I did for this, I can pull this up briefly so people can see it, was focused on Raven. That's kind of crazy. Like, it's just interesting that she wound up being I can't believe she did so well. I can't believe she sacrificed herself for that. That's insane. So
Yeah,
worth it.
wild.
Here, I'll throw this to chat in just a second here. How do I hide alchemy? Oh, oh, wrong button. Whoa. You get that again. There's our trailer. Ta-da! A trailer. Okay, how do I hide me now? Pip-Boy off. Whoop. There we go. So that's the cover art that I put up on YouTube for this last one. And it's a little Photoshop-y I did of a real Astoundingly Awesome Tales. It's from the in-game cover art. And what I changed was that there's actually a boy in that image behind Raven. So if you look in the eyeball here, like that's Raven's character. Technically, there's some other like small child behind it. And this is the Wendigo's face, his teeth sort of gnarled. Looks like a World of Warcraft ghoul for anyone that remembers that. And they actually look really identical. Trying to place what that was. That's it. So for you Fallout nerds out there like me, Fuzzy, I love this stuff. Thanks again.
That is so incredible.
The,
That just how it fell with that picture. How incredible.
right? Like you could. I tell you guys, I don't plan half of this shit because I don't know what you're gonna do. That's the best part. I come up with some ideas of where I expect things to go, and I just have a fun. My brain sort of just lives in that space of like it's all liminal. Like whatever, we're gonna go however you want to do it, and yeah. So very cool. That was such a fun thing. That was such a high-level boss fight. I had no idea the Wendigo was that strong. But you kicked his ass and got a level up out of it. You saved Hell's Bells. You got a bunch of gear, bunch of caps out of it. And now, I mean, long term, if you decide to go back to Hope, you also have a home out of this too, technically. You know, if you want to use this as a base of operations in the future, that is totally on the table.
Yeah, I think that'd be awesome.
Well, I think it's about time we call it quits for the night. Again, unless there's any standout questions. You both added your HP. You both added your skill points.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Did anyone here pick their perk already? Or is that for next week?
No.
Okay. So
I'm
we'll
gonna
just
wait till next week for that.
perfect. So I will harass. I will prompt you next week at the start of the session to let us know what perk you decide with. The perks are very fun for anyone watching at home. That's the big stuff. The perks are the really noticeable changes to their combat systems, or there's pets and companions. There's all kinds of interesting stuff. You can raise up your special stats with intensive training and things like that. So, okay, that's it. That's all she wrote. Everybody, have a beautiful evening. I want to thank everyone again for coming through. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for being around. And a special shout out to all of our players here. We have DK in here. We've got Sky in here. We got Mac in here earlier, all mods of the Twitch channel and great friends for multiple years. So this is really fun to come together. We're all Fallout lovers, and it's great to bring this in a fun way where we're not confined by the rules of the traditional video game. We can change the world how we want, though we're very lore appropriate, and it's just an absolute blast. So look out for that. Wednesday there will be the post up on YouTube. Friday there will be a behind the scenes episode in the Substack. That'll do it for me, though. You all have a good night, and what do I throw it to? This? Yeah, we'll throw it to that on the way out the door. Good night, comrades. Good luck.